everybody. Welcome to Common Knowledge Podcast. I'm your host, Jeff. This is No One Cares About KD, which is untrue. I've seen people. Many children care about KD. And then we've got Danny Dans down there. You know, we got a little bit of race fire in here. And then we got Beast. No webcam Beast.
Exactly, I'm MLG.
He's faceless.
He's faceless.
I'm a Slender man. Faceless.
That's a good cover. Never would have thought he'd have a YouTube channel. All right, so since this is the first episode, I guess we take a second, introduce each of ourselves. We will start with Beast since he's to the left.
I'm on my right.
Piece.
Nah, I'm just messing. What's up, guys? I make videos and put them on the internet. Yep, I just stole Hutch's intro there, but deal with it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, just make videos and just random topics, man. All kinds of videos. That's about it.
Definitely check out his what is it? Your Beast Rants videos.
Yeah, I started those recently, man. Someone asked me about that, so I was like, you know what, I could rant some stuff. I mean, internet, you can always pull something off that you can rant about. And you know me, I'm not a negative person, but if something really irritates me, oh yeah, I'll go off about it.
Hell yeah. All right. Danny Dans, thirsty over there, drinking some water. What's up with you, man?
He says that and then does the same thing. What's up with me? People don't like my hair, but I don't care. And do you know what? I bought an Elgato and I just thought, you know what? Let me just start doing YouTube, and it kind of kicked off from there. And I'm loving it. So that's it, really.
Killing it.
It's a fun
hobby,
man.
No one, what's up, man?
What is up? I make shitty commentaries and videos for YouTube.
All right, just steal my lines, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
All right, and like I said, I'm your host, Jeff. I do pretty much the same thing as all these guys, except I'm not black, and I'm not from the east side of the U.S. So.
And you have a face.
I do have a face. I'm an individual. Anyways, so getting off into the little mini-cast deal. We were talking a while before, and one of the first things that we decided to talk about, I guess you could say, I said we'd talk about, because this is a dictatorship, is PC gaming. Everybody here, for the most part, is dabbled in it, gotten into it, been in it before, maybe it started their gaming. It started mine. I know Beast just spent a huge-ass chunk of pocket change.
About to do some more, right? That's definitely not pocket change. I don't get that money often.
No one's getting into it. I don't know about you, Danny, but I'm about ready to purchase a desktop tonight. So, PC gaming, the master race, the enigma of nerds sitting around on computers playing StarCraft and League of Legends.
Gotta get my G Pro skills, man.
We're better than everybody else.
Absolutely, man.
Hashtag master.
You guys so many checks.
But why is it gonna be? Is it the future? Is PC gaming the future, or is consoles gonna be number one for casual?
I think consoles are still gonna rule, for the simple fact that they're easy.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's because they're easy. It's easier for someone that wants to play Call of Duty to go and buy a console and buy the game and just go home and play it, rather than think about what components they need for a computer and compile a computer or go and buy a computer.
Right. Yeah, but if you have a console like the Xbox One, I think it's going to go in the other direction, because the Xbox One is just so ridiculous, and all the settings that come with it and the Kinect, and it's just a pain in the ass to use, and I think a lot of people are already frustrated with that.
But that's like...
Yes, I don't think that will turn people from consoles to PC, though, because a lot of people don't even understand their consoles. You got to remember, a lot of people aren't interested like we are, but they just want to play Call of Duty. So they'll literally buy a console, buy that game, and they're happy. If it takes long to get into a game, they don't care, because once they're in, they're in.
True.
So, with that being said, and you have a lot of console gamers, are kids, and we've seen that, an influx of, children. Not teenage, children. Like
9-year-olds.
Yep.
Single-digit ages. That's right. Single-digit
ages.
That's pretty crazy, man.
But like with games like Call of Duty, you know, Call of Duty's basically gone to the shitter. I mean,
It really
and
has though.
once Call of Duty goes down the drain, those kids are gonna
They're gonna go
they're
to
gonna
our good
just
games. And it's
they're
be a
gonna
bad
they're
time.
gonna like go to Battlefield and Destiny if that even like does anything.
We'll
like-
talk about that, but I honestly, dude, no one's really hyping the game. I'm sure it's gonna be a fun game, but I don't think it's gonna be one of those games you play for 1 to 2 years. You know, like Halo
Yeah.
3. I mean, I
Yeah.
still play Halo 3, and the dang thing's like 70+ years old now. I don't play it all the time, but I do every once in a while just get on and see what's up. And there's still people on it, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't that turn off like a lot of people that have, you know, they've come up through gaming? Like I started console gaming when I was 12, 17 now, so that's 5 years. That's a pretty goddamn long time.
I've been playing since I was able to hold a controller at about a little over
yeah.
2 years old.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, I was
starting up
like-
with like a 360 or whatever, like you
Right.
come up through it, and like those people that have grown up with the console, like, and have matured through it. I don't know if mature is a word I want to use with console gamers, but
Oh, trust me, there's bad ones on PC too. I've seen it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
crazy.
I mean the ones that you come across on PC who are like that are like 100 times worse. But it's less rare that you come across that.
Right.
but like
Because console, all you have to do is go into search and destroy on Call of Duty, and 90% of that lobby is just fricks, and it's not like that on PC at all.
Right.
But if you do run into a brick, he's a super brick,
It's like, hang on, DDoS, man.
like covered in
Yeah.
Cheetos.
League play.
With a cape. With a
League
cape.
play was League play was a
Cake.
fine example of like all the douchebags in the console community like collecting together. Like if you
Oh,
play
yeah.
League play on Black Ops 2, the faggotry, and I don't hate gay people, but the faggotry perpetrated in League play was something that makes you question why humans are alive still.
Right.
That
Nah, I
was
played
the
League
funnest moment, though. I would say, like the first 2 or 3 months of League play was amazing, and I had such a blast playing it. And then once all the aim bots and the damage hacks and lag switches, and then all the freaking, try hard nerds got in there, it really got
Ruined
fucked up.
it, yeah.
And it was a blast because those maps are designed for
Well, yeah,
competitive.
Treyarch's
And
on point.
it plays completely different 4v4 than 6v6 and 9v9, and it's just so much better, that game. But of course, we can't have anything nice.
Well, I mean,
I'd love to have a proximity explosive to watch my objective while I go try to get the other objective, but no, can't. Can't have anything.
Okay. So, I made a video and I said something about how C4 or not C4 Claymores, Bounce and Betty, shock charges, IEDs, how those kill the game for people with
They
left
really do.
thumbs.
Right.
If you have a left thumb in
Yeah.
Call of Duty Ghost, you're gonna die more often than not
Right.
because
I
you
didn't
have a
know.
left thumb.
I didn't know so many people around the world didn't have left thumbs. I really did.
Okay, so
Surgically remove left thumbs, mind you.
I came up. I think I was the first one that came up with the term "remove the left thumbstick from the controller." Like, I thought that was funny. I said that one day, and someone started using it. I don't know if I was the first original. I don't really care. I just started
I've used
saying it. It was funny. And here's the other thing. I saw I don't know if you guys know the Jesus Freak. He's a pretty cool dude. He's a chill commentator. He's a lot bigger than me, but he made a video, or actually he tweeted a screenshot out of this guy. And when Ghost was first coming, when Ghost was first out, like 2 months into the game, he tweeted this out. He said it was the most used weapon on this guy's, one of these guys in his recent players or something. It was an IED is his most used weapon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my gosh.
That's ridiculous.
I don't understand what they were thinking though. This is what I don't get. Do the developers not play the game themselves
They
and
don't
think
at all.
this is
No, clearly they don't.
Other than their little sleepover that they have once a title, they never play it. Tina does not have to deal with the LMG target finders, the IEDs.
She's
the
too busy with the
danger
blueberry
close-knit
muffins, man.
The
Tweeting about
blueberry
Like,
muffins
even-
and the dicks in her mouth, dude. She can't play the
Even
game.
David Bondahar, I think, got Master Prestige on his own damn game, right? Like,
Yeah.
shit.
And
Like, what's Tina, level 3?
he would, and I like I
one
said, I used to
match.
watch a lot of like pro COD, and like you see Vonderhaar at the event, like playing against pro players, like
Oh, yeah.
just warming up, and he's actually pretty damn good. Tina,
Yeah.
No.
I think people hated
That's-
on Vaughn more than he should have got hate for. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't like him at first when I realized that, you know, the snipers were pretty ridiculous. But if you think about how Black Ops 2 was made, it was made to make every weapon class actually have a purpose. But I still think
Yeah.
LMG should have recoil. I think that's a pretty must-have given.
It's Black Ops
But
2 is like the most.
You say, I mean, I get it. I know why you say they should have recoil, but in the grand scheme of things, like, do they
Make
actually have
it play.
recoil in real life?
Well, if they have bipods propped up, though, I mean,
But
that's
we
the thing.
we have to think like this is an arcade shooter. Like Black
Right.
Ops 2 was the most arcadey
Probably
Call of
without
Duty
a doubt.
ever because like next to MW2 because the quick scoping was like dead on.
Right.
Yeah.
The LMGs, every gun had like
A purpose.
fairly no recoil. Like the subs were really good. Like everything was like on par. Like quick scoping, yeah, that pisses you off. LMGs, yeah, that pisses you off. Like
I don't think that the SMGs should have got a nerf though. If the SMGs didn't get a nerf, I think
they?
everything would have
They
been a
got
lot
a
better.
bunch of nerfs.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
All of them across
That
the board
PDW
got-
was godly.
Yeah.
It was pretty
All of them
ridiculous,
across the
though,
board.
I'm not gonna lie.
Sway added, recoil added, and then the PDW and MSMC got a little harder nerf with hip fire.
They got
and all
about
that
4
shit.
nerfs total. And
Yeah.
total
The
they got
PDW
nerfs.
was such a beast when it went straight out the
I
box. I
still
mean,
use the MSMC.
I actually
yeah.
wanted to delete all the updates and like put in my old hard drive and just use the old PDW.
Like that game was almost perfect when it dropped. Like just the Remington shotgun.
Oh man.
Just
Oh,
that was
gosh.
my only big
Look.
beef because like yeah, there was sniping like crazy, but my PDW could take out 8 out of 10 times to
Yeah.
take out a
That
sniper.
Remington
You know?
though, I
You
come
could
to
shoot
realize how
first.
bad it was.
Oh,
I feel so bad.
Oh,
It-
the red screen gun, dude. That
that thing had like 14 ammo when that game dropped, and with extended it had like 18. It was ridiculous.
and it was a sniper rifle too. Like you
Holy
could
shit.
quick scope more with the Remington than you could with the DSR.
Oh yeah.
The thing I
That
noticed
Rem-
too with that shotgun, man, I think dexterity and how fast you could come out of the sprinting animation
Dexterity,
with that shotgun
yeah,
was so
exactly.
bad.
It's
It-
so
really
overpowered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how it helps
Movement
rushers,
speed,
but with
too.
shotguns, it's ridiculous. With the Remington, like you could be
Exactly.
sprinting and shoot basically. It's so fast.
Exactly. There's no time between. As soon as you press it, there's a shot fired.
Exactly. Before your gun's even up, even on your screen, it just shoots.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's crazy.
To be honest, if they took dexterity out, it would probably make a big change to the game, and I think for the better as well.
Or like even
Yeah.
Or just at least
Even-
for shotguns,
yeah, like
or just the Remington. 'cause
And
the rest
the
of them are pretty
snipers.
good. Right.
They should just build in dexterity, but without the
They-
quick aim up, like
they-
climbing
they
and
did
mantling.
with
They
Ghost.
need to add in.
I
Yeah,
like fast
that's-
mantling. Oh, I have a beef
Yeah.
with Ghost mantling. I have such a beef with this because I have this strategy that I used to use. It's like what I used for competitive. I would, if you need to jump in a window or something and you think your guy's going to be in the room, you would jump and crouch and you would stuff
Oh,
your
yeah.
gun.
and
You
you
can't
just
do
fly
that.
through the window
You
like
cannot do
Batman.
that. It would make you.
Freaking mantles
Your
up.
hand gets put up 5 feet away from the window if you try and jump and crouch. Your guy puts like a hand up on an invisible barrier as you're like, why is that? It's not Battlefield.
Yeah,
Stop doing
he's
that.
levitating himself over, dude.
It's
Well,
annoying.
like,
dude.
It's next.
I started
gen.
jump shotting more. Yeah, I started jump shotting more, and I jump shot, and it would just randomly hop onto something.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
like,
like-
what,
it's-
Same.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Ugh.
like the.
It was so annoying.
I forgot what the thing is, but I forgot they call it. But it's like a little. It's not really a hit scan, but it's like the little area within where you're allowed to be detected to mantle over something, is way more increased than it was in previous Call of Duties. Like, if you wanted to mantle over something in another Call of Duty, you had to
You
be
had to
like
be
right
up
up
against
against it. Right.
Well,
but
even
this one-
drop shotting, the frames per second with drop shotting was reduced as well. So
Right.
now you don't drop shot as fast. So everything that rushers had for a little bit of an advantage is just completely gone.
It's like, oh, there's a guy in the corner. Let me drop shot. Oh wait, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Right. And, the time to kill too. I know a lot of people are saying they improved the netcode. Now I want to say that you're not too smart because they didn't. You think Call of Duty improved the netcode? Come on now, it's Call of
If-
Duty and they're
They just
If
did that because
you-
Battlefield did that.
If you look at the patch notes from Ghost, and I returned the game to GameStop because I just couldn't handle
I
it
need to
anymore.
sell it.
If you look at the patch notes, everything is almost word for word from the previous patch notes. It's almost the same.
It was about 2 patches ago. You could literally fit it in a tweet, and I did. I said, here's the new Ghost patch notes, cheat improvements, spawn improvements, this weapon has kick, and they did this, and that was it. I was like, wow.
We changed
Less than
a lot, don't
140
worry.
characters is the patch.
I think Infinity Ward knows that they're gonna get fired.
They should.
Everybody's gonna get a pink slip.
They're not going to. No,
But
they're
they
not.
should.
I
No.
bet you
They're not.
if Infinity Ward, the current Infinity Ward, not people from Respawn, if the current Infinity Ward is allowed to make another Call of Duty,
One sec.
we need to fix this world because that is not okay.
I'm just gonna be done with Call of Duty. I'm about to stop posting on my channel. Just move on. I'm just
I'm
sick
going
of it.
to.
Yeah, I saw your video, no one.
Yeah.
I see like a lot of people playing, Black Ops 2 is cool because I still really enjoy watching Black Ops 2,
Right.
but I see people
Yeah.
still like playing like MW2 and
It's
World at War and stuff,
dwindling. The newest
Like-
ones.
like Biblical Reaper and stuff, and not to hate because he's a really cool guy and I like his content, but it's like you just got to give it up at some time. That's like holding
Yeah.
on to a picture of your ex-girlfriend from 5 years ago.
But like, I have like 2 videos I think of Black Ops 1 gameplay, and that's it. Everything else is Black Ops 2 because I can't really stand to play anything else.
Ghost is look. I don't know how people can say Ghost is better than MW3 at all. I just can't figure it out. People say it though all the time. I'm like, the only thing that killed MW3 for me was that Sit Rep Pro patch. That was just
I
ridiculous
really
and
feel
unnecessary.
that really ruined. Because I played Search a lot, and that
Yes,
really
that was
really
a problem.
fucked it up.
And plus,
Oh.
dude, people just duck walk everywhere, and then they ADS
Yep.
around corners. So it kills the movement as if it wasn't already bad enough. They basically
Well,
just
and-
literally killed it.
All the motion detectors, the portable radars, the
Right.
heartbeat sensors, the UAV spams. Assassin is necessary, and I
It
wanted
is.
to run Quick Draw or Blast Shield, but Blast Shield was useless. So. But
Blast Shield has
like
no
I
purpose.
really wanted to run Quick Draw, and I couldn't hardly ever because you'd have to run Assassin.
Right. And
But you think about it, like if the mini map, and Ghost is a prime example of this, if you don't have a good mini map, people are
Oh,
just gonna
God.
sit in corners because they can.
I thought
like,
the mini
Yeah.
map would have been an
That map is
improvement
awful.
too because it looked better, but the way they did it was weird. They like zoomed
Oh.
it out. It was just
That
weird.
map was so hard.
The UAV, like it's not even a UAV. It's
Oh my gosh.
useless. It's the most
Yeah.
useless.
The,
most freaking
oh
game.
gosh, the StatCom is awful.
It's
Ugh.
literally
Can
You have to lay down like 4 just to get a UAV.
exactly. And it's
Terrible.
good.
And the
like, okay, yeah, go.
Okay, I run sit rep, so anytime I see one, I just destroy it within seconds. It's pointless.
and the other
But
thing is
that helps with the UAV spam and stuff from like MW3 or whatever. But
I
it's
think-
just like, what's the point? I think
got a
UAV
way-
just needs to be gone, in my opinion. It
I
really,
think there's a
Just
few
keep
ways you can
VSAT.
fix UAV. There's a few ways you can fix the UAV spam. One, you could have a cooldown. Like after one UAV's been called in, there should be like a cooldown. So like no matter if there's like 5 people with UAVs waiting, it'll just be whatever. Or you could have a personal UAV, which I've heard someone else say before in the past, where it's
Yeah.
literally a 30-second wave for just yourself, which I think would help a lot. Because even if the UAV's been called in, no one knows who has the UAV. It doesn't say, or you can
And
make it say. It doesn't matter.
That would I really like that individual idea. In the I think it was maybe like Jive Turkey. I think that I heard talking about this. But if like the Blackbird and the VSAT were just like for one person,
yeah.
it would be completely balanced because you have guys like on the OP channel that run full parties
And they all
and
use VSATs.
you have 5 people using VSATs, counter UAV and UAV,
Oh, you can't do anything against that.
and it's literally impossible to break out of that because once you get a VSAT,
It's
if
over.
you're a good player, you can just
Yeah.
cycle
So
through.
like at least like in MW3, the advanced UAV, that shit you could shoot down, but
It
still
looked like
like
a stealth
everything in that
bomber,
game
too.
you could shoot down.
But see, there is. I mean, it's long, but when I'm trying not to rage quit and I come up against a Visa, I just switch to like a class with shock charges and C4s and a shotgun.
And just wait for them.
Yeah, but
I
the
win
thing
loss.
is though, it's boring because it lasts for like a minute. So you're just sitting in a corner for a minute waiting for it to finish.
Right. And I have a thing to say since you were speaking about the OP clan. There's people that run in full parties. Call of Duty used to not be, hey, let's run in full parties and literally try hard. And I think also people don't know what a try hard is. At least my definition of one is someone that uses literally the cheapest tactics and weapons
Yeah,
and such.
like the people
and
on
run
OP,
full parties.
like they get good gameplays on OP, like Liam and Somulus, people like that. Like they get good gameplays.
I want to see someone use one of
But-
the worst weapons and get a beast gameplay.
Nobody mentions the fact that like in MW3 they're running Sit Rep Pro, Assassin Pro,
Which
and
is, let's be
Blind
honest,
Eye.
some of the easiest stuff to use.
and then they have what is it?
This is
Your
a
one
specialist.
man soldier army deal specialist. Yeah,
I
Like,
love
these guys are
specialists.
I really
It's
think-
OP.
they're
I really
using
think
those
that,
overpowered
you
stuff.
know, if Call of Duty can get its matchmaking right, they need to have separate lobbies for, like, if you're in a full party,
You
Oh
play
my
with
gosh,
other people in
thank
full
you.
parties.
Thank
And
you.
It's
region,
completely balanced.
region, not
yes,
skill.
exactly.
Region, not
Yes.
skill.
Yes.
Black Ops 2 fucked this up so bad. Because-
Titanfall, I will defend till the day I die. But, you know, when they put in that skill-based matchmaking, that really,
I hate
really made it
versing
hard
full
for me to play
parties.
that game. Oh my god.
Because here's why I would verse full parties all the time because I don't really have the best stats, but I think I have higher than pretty much the average. Like my stats like KD, and I don't care about that. But I'm
I
just
have a
saying
12
like
KD versus players on Titanfall. Just saying.
my
Yeah,
No,
I have
no.
like
my score per minute and stuff
How do I
in Black
go-
Ops 2 was so high. It's like
Yeah.
a 600.
How do you get,
or
like,
something.
you can tell which games have a little bit more skill because, like, Call of Duty, I don't even have a 1 KD barely, but in Titanfall against humans, I have a 15 and an 89% win percent. Like,
Right.
Oh, when Titanfall came out, it was just like it was a new feast. It was probably
oh yeah,
for like
Yeah.
the first week
Yeah.
that I played it, solid 6-man parties in Titanfall for days.
I don't like full
like-
parties, man. I think they kind of ruin the game, or at least what they should do is make them verse other full parties because
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah,
I may
that's what
like
I
to
was
play
saying.
with just maybe one or two of my other friends and just
Yeah.
try and, see what we can do, and that's how I think it should be. But if you're in a full party, you're not
Yeah.
just playing casually, let's be honest. You're trying to wreck people. I know you
Yeah.
think, well, that's not fun because then they can't wreck people. It's like, okay, well, if you think you're so good, then go in and play solo and show people
yeah.
how
I
good
think
you
it
are.
would definitely balance it out, and
It
it would
would
definitely
help.
change up YouTube too because that's all people do is get in full parties and wreck like OP. And I know that they could probably wreck full parties. It's not a
Oh,
problem.
easily.
I like watching people that wreck full party solo. That's like the most satisfying feeling I've ever seen. I actually played on Black Ops 2. I was playing with one other person, but I still think just, and it was in Ground War on, I wanted to say it's Radiation, but that's a Black Ops 1 map. It's that one map where it's got all the radiation like plants or whatever on Black Ops 2. It's
One
not
second,
drone.
think of it.
It's
Uh,
it's a sunnyish kind of map, and it's like a really industrial like map.
Yeah, I'm 1 second. Black
Meltdown?
Ops 1 was my shit. I had 49 days played on that.
But
I know what map you're talking about. 1 second.
I guess the map's not really relevant, but I was playing Ground War with one of my other friends, and we ran against a party of 8. I don't know why they didn't have 9, but they had 8 people in a Ground War party, and we beat the
Wow.
crap out of them in domination. I don't care. People are like, they're like, I don't know why people don't try and cap flags. I cap it. I cap and I kill people. I don't try to just slay, or I don't try to just play the objective. I try and do both,
No
and it's
no
hard
one's
to find
Twitter
that balance.
background. Why do you play domination but you don't cap the fucking objectives?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? People play domination to get high kill,
Yeah.
high scoring games.
And that's all
Yeah.
it is. Because ever since YouTube, as much as I love,
Impacted Call of Duty. and
enjoy
other games.
doing YouTube and stuff and interacting with people, YouTube killed Call of Duty.
and a lot of other shooters. It's hurt them really bad with their tips and tricks.
See, like, I'm weird because, like, if I'm in domination by myself, yeah, I'm capping objectives as hard as possible,
And
as
it's
much as
hard.
possible. But, like,
It's so hard.
and I always thought I was an objective player, but then when I started playing competitively, I realized I'm more of a slayer. And so, like, if I'm in a team, I'll let them go cap the objectives because since I have a lot of gun skill and can take a lot of people out, I
Yeah.
can run extended mags and, just be able to roll like that. And so I'm more of a slayer with full parties, so I really don't cap objectives. Then they talk shit on me, it's like, at the end of the game, I have 1 cap and, it's 50
Right.
kills.
I cap
But
a
yeah.
lot. I try to anyway.
Okay, so you say that when you play by yourself and just like pubs or whatever, you cap the flags.
Yeah.
Like crazy, I do.
Literally, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4 for PS4. I'm like a level 20 right now. I'm utter scrub coming over from 360, but I literally just circles around the map trying to cap the objectives, and everybody's just killing each other. And I'm like, this is Battlefield. This is where people PTFO. This is where you play the objective.
That's
and
the COD
everybody's just
community
running
coming
around
over.
slaying. It's
Yeah.
it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why I went to Battlefield, and like even Battlefield 3, everyone's like, "Oh, everybody PTFOs," and Battlefield, and
Sure
I'm
they
like, I don't see it. I played
Yeah.
Rush, I played, Conquest and all that. I'm just like, I don't see it. I'm the only one planting the
And
bomb and capping objectives.
and the
Everybody else
snipers,
is in a little bird for the whole game,
right?
Like, I don't-
And the thing is too, like, I love when people say that, well, I'm slaying, I'm defending the objective, but you're in, which I mean, if you're actually a good pilot for the little bird and you're actually helping your team, which you can cap objectives in vehicles, but it's harder to. But I've seen people do it. That's fine. But if you're literally serving no purpose, like it's cool to snipe, but if you're not even doing anything with a sniper, and I've seen people do this, they just like to snipe in Battlefield. They'll sit up in a tree
Sit
or
in
a
the
crane or
back of the
something.
map and just
Be
sit there.
random. Which I mean, that's what a sniper does. But you're literally there's like. The problem is the sniping community. We need to make a statement. I mean, I don't have anything against them, but why is it so cool to snipe? I used to snipe in COD 4.
Jeff,
I don't get it. I mean,
They think it takes skill.
Even though it's a one-shot kill gun. Now in Battlefield, it's pretty hard to snipe. I can't lie. You get hit markers for days.
It's funny because in Black Ops, it's Black Ops 1 and then Battlefield and Titanfall, I can snipe, no problem. But Black Ops 2, MW3, I suck at it. I'm not that good. It's like, I don't know why, because like when I'm accurate, it punishes you for accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah.
I just think
I don't see the fascination in sniping at all. I mean, there are so many quick scoping YouTube accounts, and they just make montages, and I can't enjoy any of them. It's just like you just quick scope. It's just crazy.
Well, I also laugh when they say it takes skill, but they use aim assist.
Yeah.
I'm like, you do realize
and like
that
with
you're getting half that done for you.
With that Phase 5 crap that they had, it was Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3.
I went with it.
I messaged them on Twitter. I'm like, "Where's the Black Ops 1? Why, you can't handle a little skill? Like what?"
Yeah.
during Phase 5, I played
wouldn't
Black
have
Ops
made 'em
2, and I don't think I've ever been more angry in my entire
Oh no,
life.
Exactly
I was actually
same.
happy. I kept laughing. I would use an LMG. I know I'm evil, but I did that to make snipers upset. I would use LMG, smoke thermal, and hide in the smoke and just wreck them and make sure they couldn't get their feet.
I used the
You
they would
keep
get
on
used
fighting
the
the Good Fight
KSG.
Beast.
I used the KSG with stock and quick draw, and they were pissed.
Well, I mean, it's
Oh
funny because
my
I got
God.
messages too. Like, what's funny is they act like they're such this great community, but they're probably the most volatile. Like, they're like, you can kill
They
yourself,
act like
man.
they're entitled. You're messing up my feeds, blah blah blah. Like, fuck you. I'm playing my game that I paid for. You're playing the way you want to play.
And technically, they're
Fuck
not
off.
playing the right way. I mean, I know you're like, there's no right or wrong way, but let's be honest, a sniper shouldn't be a shotgun.
If
Sorry.
you're playing domination
Exactly.
the right way,
You shouldn't be able to rush with a sniper. That's where
At
it
least
starts.
as easily as they can. I mean, I think if you're a beast and like you just have impeccable accuracy, I think you should be
Like
able to get
Black Ops
away with
1.
it, kind of.
I can rush with a sniper in Black Ops 1.
But they have secondaries for a
It
reason.
takes
And,
me a while to warm up, but I can do it.
and the thing
Yeah.
is, dude, it's not like Black Ops 2's secondaries weren't bad. They were actually better than most primaries, especially the
I
Cap
feel-
40s.
I feel that like aim assist needs to be gone for snipers, and if they're going to keep them the way they are,
Make
they
a
get no
playlist.
equipment, they get no secondaries, and they're just with their sniper
I
rifle.
think they should just
Because-
make us a playlist, because if they made snipers their own playlist, they're not going to go
Yeah.
to it, because they're like, no.
Take them out of pubs and put them into their own playlist. For real.
No, I mean, if you put them in their own playlist, so they're not going to go to it, because they're like,
Well, yeah, some of them
Exactly.
will because
segregating
lot
the
will.
fun. You're like making a designated area. You're like, this is where you're gonna get feeds, and it wouldn't be cool anymore. And they just
that's good, though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good, though. We
they-
don't want it to be cool
the
anymore. I want it
sniping
to be
trend
gone.
in the sniping community really needs to die down. And
It's
fast,
too
or
much.
else
It
Call
won't.
of Duty
It won't.
But the thing is for as long as people watch the videos, it won't stop, which is the problem.
And the thing is, too, like, it makes me laugh whenever I see them do the ladder saws and stuff. And for one, it's set up. I don't care what anybody says. That's set up.
Yeah.
And for two, why? It's basically like watching a guy play blackjack. You're just waiting for him to hit the jackpot. And it's literally random. And why do people like this? Oh, because they can use cool edits. I can do that, too, man. I can use cool edits, but I'm
Yeah.
still learning how to do
I
that.
posted, I think it was one of my Grinds My Gears videos. You can go back and watch it. The first clip was of me owning these trick shotters in Search and Destroy. I was going to leave because I saw them trick shotting, but I was like, I'm done. I'm going to fuck their day up. And I had hosts. So I was running at a 4-bar, and they were all at about a 3-bar because my internet's shit. So I was running around with an MSMC extended mag, and I wrecked every last one of them. And they were so pissed. I really wish I had the audio recorded on that, but I didn't. I had to get it off of theater.
Oh, dang.
They were so pissed. They were like, "Dude, get out of here, man. We're just trying to trick shot. Just get out. What are you doing?" And
I don't know
there
why
was
they
like
can't
3
go
or
in a
4
private
rounds
match.
left.
It's the same thing.
I know. That's what I said. Just go
They-
to private match.
They
dude.
set up
What's the
anyways.
point?
Go to private match.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's literally the
It's
same thing.
basically boosting in a sense, and I always report them for boosting when there's trick shotters because they're on the enemy team and they're helping out their buddy get a shot.
Yeah.
It's boosted.
I still run into boosters on Modern Warfare 2, and they get I don't understand, bro.
No way.
It's ridiculous. I saw some on Black Ops 2 Hardcore. This is funny, dude. Okay, so I recorded this and I lost the information, or it's still on my old hard drive, but you guys know I updated my PC, so
Yeah.
I didn't know that if you got a new motherboard and stuff, you'd have to reformat your hard drive, so you lose everything. So I was so mad. I'm like, man, I had this footage of this guy boosting, which not that they're gonna really ban him, but I was like, hey, dude, why you boosting? I said, dude, I'll just put you up on YouTube real quick, and he's like, he messaged me like a few days later, and he's like, I'm still not banned. I'm like, you just wait, it's all good, because I haven't put it up yet. I'm like, I haven't put it
it's
up
like
yet.
when people boost and stuff, most of the time they do it for camos or whatever, and I'm just like,
It's a
dude,
camo.
play Call of Duty Ghost. You can literally buy a camo for $199.
You can buy
come
the
on.
best gun in the
You
game.
don't have to.
Why are
boost.
people buying?
Oh
kills?
my gosh, Call of Duty Ghost was stupid. It's so
Let's
stupid.
buy a skin
Because I
for a
wanted
kill
to ask
streak.
for
How can you be level 1 and just buy the perk you're supposed to unlock at level 60? It's
Yeah,
stupid.
I hate that.
They should really
I
just
hate
call.
that, and that's why I don't like free-to-play games.
Right.
That's what they should call. That's what they should call Ghost. I mean, it's along the same lines as like League of Legends. I mean, you pay for all
And
this stuff.
I think that's what we're gonna see, like maybe with Black Ops 3. I think that they were trying to test that out in Ghosts.
Well, I mean, like Black Ops 2, like okay,
I actually
so
like their camos. Their camos look awesome. I bought one of them. It was that dragon camo. It looked cool as hell.
yeah, in Black Ops 2, like the camos were sick. Me using Photoshop CS2, an 8-year-old software, I could make camos better than that. I'll do one for you guys right now, speed art,
Because I want a kitty cat emblem.
or
on my
some
gun.
some blunt leaves, or not blunt leaves, some
Unicorn.
fucking
Yeah, I want a
some weed
unicorn.
leaves on my
Tina.
gun.
Tina, I want unicorns on my gun. Make it happen.
I mean,
She'll do it. She'll do it. Don't test her.
Oh
She'll
yeah,
do
she'll
it.
do it.
$4 for the camo.
No, she'll just block me.
yeah, for no reason. I
She'll
haven't
just
got
block me
blocked
because
yet.
I had some criticism to say I wanted a unicorn camo, and she didn't like that. So
Yeah, I know Vaughn's blocked people, but that's because they sent him death
Oh,
threats
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense.
You know what? I wanted to talk about the death threat thing. Okay, so they nerfed the chamber time for the next bullet to go in the sniper by 0.2 milliseconds, which it's not going to make a difference at all. But they're like, I can't get my feet now. And it's like, really? I'm pretty sure you still can. The sniper has aim assist of like 99%. I mean, you can lock
If
onto a
you-
dude that's literally in the corner of your screen.
If you are good, you will get the feed.
Well,
Yeah.
why are they sending him death threats for a nerf that small? Like, I mean, you shouldn't be sending him death threats, period. But I could
That's a
make more
vagina.
sense if they like made the sniper only get hit markers. And the only way to get a one-shot kill was to the head with a bolt action. Which I will admit, I think a bolt action or a high damage sniper should be a one-hit kill to the upper chest, not the shoulder, not the toe or the feet. Like, why is it getting one hits to the? I've literally been one hit in my shin before. I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous. I understand it's a DSR 50 cal, but this is an arcade game, and there's a point when you need to draw the line.
I think they're based on like trauma. Like in real life, if somebody because I know this happened in like World at War when you got hit by like a bouncing
blow
Betty
your-
grenade.
It'd blow
Yeah,
your
like your
limbs
shit
off.
if you got shot by like a Barrett
Well, you wouldn't be
in
there.
the
You'd be
leg,
instantly
your
dead.
leg
You
would
would
blow
instantly-
up, and I'm sure you would die.
It would literally rip your leg off, and you would
Yeah.
die instantly, pretty much. But I understand that. But then again, you also got to think they're not going off realism because you shouldn't even be allowed to run around with a big ass 50 cal sniper. For one, you'd be out of breath in literally 10 seconds.
Exactly.
they always bring up that realistic factor. And I'm always like, okay, so we're going to add a lot of sway to these sniper rifles. We're going to add a lot of recoil to these sniper rifles. We're going to add
Velocity.
slow zoom in time because if you really try to quick scope in real life, that scope is going to be in the back of your skull. So
Yes.
if we're going on realism, I'll gladly take it.
Yeah, and plus it's not going to be no sway right off the bat. I mean, like, you're going to have to
Oh, yeah.
hold your breath down to be more accurate. I don't
Yeah.
think there should
What's-
necessarily be bullet drop and stuff in Call of Duty, but if they're going to, I think video games need to find that right balance between certain reasonable realistic aspects and certain arcadey fun aspects. Like, you can keep snipers good and fun, but also pretty balanced. Like, snipers, man, here's the thing.
Black Ops 1's sniping was perfectly
Oh,
balanced,
it
in
was
my opinion.
brilliant.
After the patch that came out with the kick-up nonsense, it's fine. I think that they're perfectly fine in Black
In
Ops 1.
Black Ops 1, if you got quick scoped and you watched the kill cam, at least for me, I wasn't even mad. I was like,
No.
hey,
Yeah.
the dude's good. He knows what he's
Yeah.
doing.
Right.
Yeah.
It never.
Exactly.
And this one guy I watched a commentary, I don't know who it was by, but he said quickscoping was his favorite in Black Ops 1 because he said once you knew how to do it, it was really easy. But I'm like, yeah, but no one knew how to do it, so I was happy because you never really got killed by snipers up close. And most of the time in Black Ops 1, you could beat a guy
it does
with an
take,
SMG.
like with Black Ops 2, maybe it took me like 2 weeks to get used to it. But with
Right.
Black Ops 1, it took about 2 months. It takes a little bit to get over that learning curve with the sniping. And then
Right.
if you know, pick it up again, it takes a little bit to get used to it.
Yeah, I don't know when I put this video up, but I had this one clip on my theater mode in Black Ops 1. I don't know which video I put it on. It was a long time ago, like a few months ago, on my channel. I put it up where it was like, I want to say it was a mini-taj or something. I don't remember what it was about, but I had a bunch of quickscopes on Black Ops 1. And there was this one dude on, I forgot what the map's called. It's a DLC map for Black Ops 1. It was like Convoy or something. And this dude was sitting up on one of those little exit signs. And I shot him through the wall, like quickscoped him. But I knew where he was at, and I literally timed it just perfectly. And I shot him through the little closed window where you can't see through.
Yeah.
And I don't think, well, obviously that can't have anything to do with aim assist. I just timed everything perfectly and got lucky. I mean, I wish you would have heard my reaction. That was when I was like, I think a good 13 years old or something. And I didn't like quickscoping stuff for fun. Like, I just started using snipers like how they're supposed to be. But I tried to hit him through the wall. And I'm like, dude, I want to see if I can hit this guy. And then I just screamed after I got it.
I like, when I play COD, I like a lot of challenge. And, you know, that's why I like using the KSG.
That's why I use
There's just a
shotguns.
challenge involved.
Well, except for
yeah,
the Remington.
yeah.
That thing's not really fun to use anymore. It's just, it makes me
And I
feel
used to
evil
go-
when I use it. in Black
I used to
Ops
go to
1.
sniping or something, or, you know, use a weapon with a lot of recoil that has low damage, you know, just to have a little bit of a challenge at it, because that's the fun aspect to me.
Right.
And it's, you
And
know,
that's how
sniping
they have
isn't what
them.
it is anymore. Yeah, I mean, but people just stick to the same weapon, you know, AN-94 in a corner with a target finder silence.
The AN-94, people didn't, like, people would tell me that, oh, that gun's not overpowered. I'm like, really? That thing has no recoil.
Ugh.
No matter what you put on it, it's not going to have
And the
recoil.
core is so good though. It's
Fun, though. I made a review on it
destroyer.
back during Black Ops 2. I don't know if you saw that. I don't think you watched my channel before that, because
Ever
that was,
since
like, very
the,
early.
Ever
I'm
since
gonna-
the AN-94 nerf, the MSTAR is like the best AR.
Beast.
Yeah,
I don't remember if I've ever told you how I found your YouTube channel, but
I
it was
think
on.
I saw it on a video.
It was I was playing on that ship map on Black Ops 2.
Freaking the Von Voyage.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you were using the Remington
Yep.
with dexterity
Yep.
and C4.
Hey,
And
I didn't know it was OP, okay? I know it is now.
You shit on me so hard in the dumbest ways possible. I was like, I'm telling this person to kill themselves. And I went to your profile and I was like, oh, he's got a YouTube channel. I'm gonna go on there and I'm gonna be like, you need to kill yourself. And then I got on there and I watched some of your videos and I was like, oh, this guy's actually pretty cool. All right, whatever.
See, I don't know when guns are overpowered until I get to use them. Like, I just tried the Remington. I was like, dude, I mean, I
You
love
had it
shotguns.
gold. You had it gold. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I got it.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
it gold in 1 hour.
Yeah, I got that thing golden in
It
one
was
day.
so overpowered. That, you know, I
that
didn't
thing
know
was
that it was
easy.
OP. I
All
literally
right,
played it.
anyways.
It was so OP. I didn't know though. Like, I mean, I was like, dude, this shotgun's really fun to use. So I wanted to get it gold and as fast as possible.
It kills everything.
Yeah, everything must.
Anyways, speaking of gaming, all right. So Destiny, I know I've got a PS4 #PS4 Master Race. Played the Destiny beta. I haven't really felt the need to like really just like grind and just play it like nonstop. I played about 5 hours of it and just got kind of bored. But we're talking about the skill in Call of Duty. Like with Titanfall, there's a pretty good skill gap, I'd say. And with Destiny, I can't tell if there's a skill gap or there's just a ton of people that don't know what they're doing.
Hey, your cam's frozen. All right, there we go. Now it's good.
All right.
Yeah.
But okay, so and if the same thing happens with Titanfall, if there's too big of a skill gap, like people aren't gonna play it. Like I said, same thing with Titanfall.
The thing is with Titanfall 2, I thought the skill gap was actually pretty good, not because I just wrecked people, but like I feel like it was fun, and I mean, the skill gap wasn't too bad because everybody always got their Titan. It was, you know, that. It was like the Oprah Winfrey show. You get a Titan, and you get a Titan, you know.
Yeah, it's just a waiting game if you're shit, innit?
Right.
I mean,
But-
I really
but-
like Titanfall because of that skill gap, though.
Right.
Like, if you know, if I get shit on, it's because I got shit on. You know, if I shit on somebody else, you know, you get rewarded for
unless
playing
it's
the
that
right
carbine,
way.
I still hate it. I think it's OP. It's very
I
ridiculous.
love the carbine.
Yeah, but you know,
Carbine
the
is
SMGs are so underpowered. Ugh,
Everything
yeah.
else is though. That's the
the
thing though.
SMGs are hard.
If you had a good
The SMGs
shot
are so hard to use.
with the carbine, you could kill everything, and that's what I
That's-
loved about it. Because
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
flying around walls. It's
I-
like Battlefield. Like there's that epic aspect. Like you're flying
Right.
around walls, just
Yeah.
killing shit. Bring in a Titan, kill more shit. Boom.
You made a good point though. You're right. Like no other weapon is really. It's like it's not even that the carbine is so good. It's just every other weapon compared to it that
Sucks.
could be
Yeah.
used rushing is pretty bad, except for that shotgun. People say it's OP. I think it's pretty
It's
balanced.
fixed now.
I wish
Yeah,
It's not. I don't think it's OP because of the rate of fire is quite low.
for a semi-auto. It's how the
But, dude, it
striker
can
should have
win.
been.
It could one-shot you from across the map, and
That is
they
true.
finally fixed the medium range or whatever on
They-
it, so it's
I
fine.
will admit it kind of did need a nerf. I mean, I wish they added a pump though. I've always loved pump action shotguns
Yeah.
because I feel like they take more skill and they're way less consistent. So it makes
But,
you feel
like-
good when you go on a tear.
I never really played mech games before, and so like that was a whole new aspect that I had to learn.
Right.
And I picked that up so quick,
Mhm.
and I beast more in my Titan than I do on the
Same.
ground. And
Oh no, see,
I love-
that's what I don't like about Titanfall though.
It seems like
I
it's
think
too
the
easy once you get the Titan.
Yeah, once you've got a Titan, it's like because I use the ogre one. Once you get the Titan, you stay in the Titan the whole match. You don't die. It's ridiculous.
well, this is how I see it, because like if you are good and skilled at the game, you know, I don't want to be, you know, all braggy, but like myself, you know, it's kind of difficult to take out a Titan. But like me, you know, Titans aren't a problem to me because I can take them out so easily. You know, because I know
Right.
how to work around the game and stuff like that.
I always also
You know,
like
I
the
see-
Titans. You go ahead, man. I'll
I see
finish
all
it later.
these. This is my last thing, but like I see all these YouTubers who do post Titanfall. They never get in their Titans, and it just it irritates.
And it's actually
It's so
fun in the Titan. Like I think you can.
Oh,
I
yeah.
took on like 3 Titans before and came out winning because you know where
Yeah.
to shoot them and you know when to shoot. You know, it's kind of like
If
a
you
chess
know
game.
when to use your ordnance and your like I use electric smoke,
But-
and you know the right moments to use that stuff, it's
The same thing with Destiny. Like the ability is pretty similar to like how you use your Titan. Like all these people that play these games, like Destiny, Titanfall, they're coming from Call of Duty, and all these people
Just get
that
wrecked.
you're just shitting on them. We've already shit on them in Call of Duty before. Like it's never gonna change. Like nobody's getting better. Everybody just
Yeah.
well,
sucks.
see, people don't. I think a lot of it now has to do with people don't want a skill gap anymore because Call of Duty has breastfed us for so many years now with all these
Yeah.
and like Advanced Warfare looks even easier with guns that are just dead accurate, no recoil. I think that it's going to get worse in games like Destiny, Titanfall, Battlefield. These games that have a skill gap that you have to learn, I don't think, are
They don't take off.
going to get popular or be the number one game because no one wants to take the time to do that skill gap.
Yeah,
That's
why
a-
do that when you can just sit in a corner in a 12-minute TDM and go 5-1?
That's the thing, though, man.
And I mean,
like,
that's another reason why I went to PC because I was sick of consoles and I wanted to learn something new.
and it's a
I
hard
wanted
learning
to-
curve. It really is.
Yeah.
If you're not,
It really is, and I'm
League of
getting wrecked on every day,
Legends,
and I love it.
Freaking CS:GO, StarCraft. Oh, dude.
it's a tough learning curve on PC. Like I started, and the thing is though that's good is once you learn how, you kind of don't forget. It's like riding a bike. You don't really forget, but you do have to relearn your aim and you have to redo that. But I remember trying to first learn like a few years ago, just learn how to use a mouse and keyboard, and I was like, dude, I had to look at the keyboard just to get
Yeah.
my
I'm like, where's
It was
the
bad.
start button again? Oh, it's that. How do I change my button?
right.
I'm sitting here trying to find. the
And then
keys.
the only other problem with PC is when you get those games that the developers just thought it'd be a great idea to, by default, have the worst key binds ever.
Ugh.
Like DayZ is a good one. That standalone is so bad I had to rebind and remap literally almost every single action for that game. It was ridiculous.
Did you actually buy DayZ?
I bought DayZ.
Okay.
It's actually fun, but there are
You got-
hackers running about everywhere.
got-
So
Beast. Now, am I right that you purchased like the combo deal that was like, it was like $35, you get like netting in your room and Warface paint and all that stuff?
oh, absolutely,
DayZ.
man. I got a tent. It's just chilling. I bought the DayZ standalone because, and actually I think my cousin gave me the money to buy it because he wanted to play it. He's like, dude, we need to try to buy this game. So I'm like, well, actually, if you think about it, I didn't buy it because he bought me a Steam Pass, so I didn't really pay but like maybe $5 actual for it. So that's not that bad. But I also have the mod, and I do like the mod better at the moment. But I play the standalone because the mod still scares me. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. It's kind of complicated, but I've got a lot of maps for the mod. It's pretty cool. They're both fun though. I mean, it's like it's funny because I got to put this up on my channel at some point. I've been recording little bits of DayZ. My computer can't really handle recording it when you go into those big cities. It gets down to like 40 frames while recording, and it probably gets down to like 30, which I can't play on 30. It just kills me. I know consoles apparently have played on it all this time, but I think consoles are different when they play on 30. They seem like they're a lot more smooth. It's like a really smooth 30 frames, but I recorded this thing, and my cousin that plays the standalone with me, right? I'll make this quick. He joined this clan that owns this server, and they're like really serious. Like I think some of these dudes are actually in the military or something for a short period of time, so like they do military talk, and we thought it'd be a good idea to mess with them. So in that game, they got a VoIP or I think it's called like volume over P, and you can talk in game chat.
Mm-hmm.
So we were sitting in what's called raid call. It's like Skype or something. It's similar, and they were in TeamSpeak, and he would play dumb and act like he would be hearing sounds, and I would make like sounds in the game. So like I was talking like Herbert and making like random noises and shit, and I would mess with them, and they'd be like, "Where's that coming from?" And, I'd be hiding in a bush somewhere because it's really hard to find people in that game. And I was just sitting in some tall grass in a bush, and they were checking buildings everywhere, and then they kept crashing their own server on purpose because they thought a hacker was messing with them. And then finally, they just shot the heck up. They just shot the bush. Like they literally loaded a whole 75-round drum mag at like near all the bushes that they thought I would be in, and they finally killed me after like an hour of messing with these poor dudes. Cause like I followed him around in every server because he was on my friends list. So like I would join him. And I gotta show you guys the gameplay. It'll be up on my channel sometime when I edit it. But it's pretty funny, dude. I didn't record it all though, unfortunately. But I got the best parts.
I need to check you out.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Okay. So we're on the topic because that was kind of like a troll. Like I guess you could say that's a troll, like messing with people.
Right. I think it's a good troll though. It's not like I'm hurting them. And then they actually thought it was hilarious after we told them it was just for fun. They said, "Dude, that was genius." They thought it was funny. But yeah, going with that troll topic because I got some stuff to say about trolling and kind of give my honest opinion and be actually like I'm pretty neutral about trolling. Like I'm pretty reserved about it. Like I'm not just gonna say, "Oh, I hate trolling" or whatever. I've got my own opinion about it.
I used to love it so much. It used to be an art form
until people took it over and made it bad.
Now it's just like, who can we bully the most, and who can we make fun of the most, and who can we manipulate the most? And 99% of it, kids, and they're so easy to manipulate. It's so easy to get.
It's not even impressive anymore.
If you can get a grown ass adult to run around in a private match like a freaking idiot, that's brilliant. But a kid, anybody can do that. It's not hard.
Yeah. And I've noticed like I used to actually watch Minnesota Burns. I don't really watch anymore because I just kind of got old of this topic. Because I mean, it's literally the same thing. It doesn't change. It's just a different little. Hey guys, I want my camos. Oh, you can you join the private match, right?
You saw that whole fake stuff, right? With drama alert. You see that?
Are you talking about with Minnesota Burns, that whole drama that went down apparently like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
I heard about that.
But okay.
He was supposed to be like making fake videos or whatever.
Oh god.
It seems pretty legit to me.
Are you guys talking about where he like threatens the little kid and everything?
Yeah, now I'm going to say this right now. If he's doxing, now I'm not saying the kid deserved to have all that said to him, because I heard the video. And I mean, Burns was like really, like mean to him, but the dude, here's the thing about doxing. I think if you do that, you're a jerk.
The kid deserves to have what's happened to him. If you DDoS.
Or dox.
Doxing, Doxing isn't illegal because it's really just internet scavenging.
It should be illegal, though. It really should.
I mean, everybody's name is already out there. It's just collecting the information. And
but what they do, it's like
releasing
it's not like
that publicly though is
it's already all public.
Yeah,
but they're making it easier.
Not a lot of people know about it.
Right, and then they make it easier. It's like basically you're just being a jerk. I'm trying to not use super language here, but yeah.
That's why I keep my name secret.
I'm not saying that doing that's not good, but I'm saying like if you DDoS, in my opinion, because I've had it happen to me plenty of times before.
DDoSing is, but doxing isn't. You're right. I
Yeah.
don't think doxing, I guess, shouldn't be illegal, but I think it should be definitely frowned upon, and there should be some sort of punishment for releasing people's information because it's not like they intentionally wanted that information released. I mean, I know you said
Yeah.
it's already on the on the internet and stuff, but for one, I wanted
The way he handled that, the way he handled that video though was so bad. I made a video directly after I saw that. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. I called it Minnesota Burns, Bring It Bitch, or something like that.
Right.
And I connect his Twitter into this. It's like my most viewed video. Like,
are you talking about Burns
I totally
like being a bad guy?
handled that.
Yeah.
No, it was after I saw that video of him talking about that kid or whatever.
Okay,
That shit just got me so pissed off.
if you're DDoSing, I think because you're fucking with someone's
I don't
something
feel bad for you. I've been DDoSed before.
Yeah, if you're DDoSing or swatting, you're fucking with someone's like personal
Swatting's
home,
a whole other
their
thing. Swatting's
life.
just stupid. That wastes taxpayers' money, and I just think you should just. Well, I wanted to say run off the Grand Canyon, but I think that's a little bit harsh. But you should have punishment against people who if you swat people, that's a waste of taxpayers' money. Okay, that's not.
I got 2 routers, so they really can't.
Dang.
So.
You got the internet fucking.
My router.
And my internet shit. So I'm sure they could, but like if they take down one, I have another. You know, it's not gonna.
Right.
No, but like if you DDoS somebody, you're messing with something that they pay for. Like you're paying for your ISP, you're paying for your computer, your power, all that stuff, and you're disallowing them to use that stuff that they paid for. It's not like Call of Duty. Oh, I bought game for $60. You're gonna camp in a corner and ruin my game. It's literally devaluing the money that they spent on their internet. That kid deserves to get shit on.
Because like, you know, if they ever do DDoS me, you know, whatever. But it's not like it's a huge deal anyway, because like, who cares? I'm out of internet for 10, 15 minutes. Like, wow, I'm gonna go outside or something. I got stuff to do. You know, I'm not on Call of Duty or on Xbox Live all day long like you, DDoSing people.
See,
you know,
there's such no lives.
Yeah.
Like, there's the definition of Mountain Dew drinking, Dorito chomping, basement dwelling.
They just have the mindset of, just because I do this every day, everybody else does. And they think because, you know, just because we say we don't care, blah, 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 that we really do. Because if their internet ever went down, God forbid, their life would just be ruined. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, and that's exactly how they think everybody else's things. It's terrible. There's no change in that mindset. We get Dr. Phil on here or something.
No, it's people taking the internet way too serious because the internet's fake, cyberbullying's fake.
I made a
like,
video about that actually.
Yeah, these are all just things like people come up with. Like if
it is no different than a library or an encyclopedia. It is a tool, and it's getting abused. That's pretty much
exactly. And people.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Speaking of not having nice things, I don't know if you guys were on Twitter sometime this weekend, but they had that Twitter purge deal. And I was like, it had some. I like looked at the trending stuff. I was like,
never heard
Twitter
about that. What's that?
I'll explain it. When I first I saw it, I was like, it's got to do with that new movie coming out. I clicked on it. First thing that popped up was a dick. And I was like, nope. Close my browser, close my computer, and walk downstairs.
Super virus. Yeah, he's always going to be virus.
It's just like that YOLO shit. It's an excuse for people to do dumb shit.
Literally.
And,
to be assholes, and people doing it for likes and favorites. Like, people care that if they get likes and favorites.
Oh, my, people.
The internet.
I mean, look, I got
it's attention. People aren't getting enough attention for some reason. Dude. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the parents. I don't know.
I started recently asking for ratings. I didn't say like, favorite, or dislike. I just said, could you rate the video? Because I am trying to get more known. But I think that's okay. Yeah. I'm just saying if you want to, because some people have told me, I forgot to rate the video. But I would have forgot if you didn't say that. So I just say, hey, if you want to rate the video, feel free to. It helps me out, but you don't have to.
There's a difference between asking for feedback and going all white boy 7th Street. Hey guys, don't forget to like the video. Don't
But
forget to
this
like
is
the video.
some people do it right. You know, just after just after the intro, they say like the video.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
It's
like,
crazy.
you earn the thumbs up or the thumbs down because of what
Yeah.
you do. I'm not gonna just give it to you. I'm not Oprah. I don't just give likes out for free.
I'm actually working on a video about that. I made my commentary about why I don't ask for likes on my videos, but I'm also gonna do like a kind of parody video of Ali A or T Martin and acting all excited about
boy.
something stupid, and then I'm gonna do like a little break and be like, well, we'll be right back after this advertisement. It's just gonna be like a 30-second.
We'll be right back after this advertisement.
Yeah.
That's good. Damn.
They're gonna
All right.
eventually. They're gonna start putting ads like in the video, like within the video.
Halfway through, yeah,
They do it.
halfway.
They're rendering it so you can't skip it.
Right. Oh man. I mean, actually, I know some people that. I'm not against ads because it's a way to make money, but when there's, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't mind ads. I don't use ad block because I get it. People make their livelihood off this.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I think because technically we're getting free
Service,
entertainment.
yeah.
We're not paying for this
Exactly.
at all.
Exactly.
Them
But-
ads are funny as shit, though.
Some
Some
of
of those
them
ads are fucking hilarious. I can't have ad block because I enjoy
Especially
some.
around Super Bowl time.
Oh man,
Ugh.
I love.
The
I
only
love
thing,
the
though,
ads.
those NBA ones annoyed the shit out of me. I almost turned ad block on.
Oh,
During
wait,
the
I'm
NBA
sorry.
championship.
I didn't mean football like soccer. I meant like American football.
American.
Wait, Danny, do you actually live in like the UK?
Yeah.
You do?
London.
Alright.
Yeah.
What are you, Manchester fan?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That's like the only football team I know. So I hear that Manchester fans are real dickheads, though.
Oh, that's not nice. I think what it is a lot of them don't live in Manchester, so people just hate on us.
Oh, it's like Miami Heat fans. Okay, that makes sense.
I get it.
Yeah, so because we live nearer to like 12
Let's see
other
how many.
teams.
I wonder how many Heat fans are going to be left when LeBron
Right.
goes back to Cleveland. I'm really going to be interested.
The exodus has already begun.
I'm so glad he didn't go to the Knicks. I heard that shit a few years ago. I was like, I swear to God, if LeBron goes to the Knicks, I'm not a Knicks fan anymore.
I
Go
don't even
Nets.
like. I watch sports and all that stuff. Like I'll watch it because it's interesting. I mean, sporting events. Like you give me tickets to a baseball game, a hockey game, whatever. Hockey, by the way, is the best live sport I think because the
Go
fights.
Rangers.
You get hockey and boxing in one show. It's brilliant.
Is that ice hockey you're talking about?
Yeah, hockey
Oh.
is pretty good.
It's,
Yeah, I like. I've been to watch a few ice hockey matches. They're wicked.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's too bad about the Rangers, though.
Have you ever, Danny? Have you ever like been to like a soccer game when like people have just flooded the stadium and they've rioted? Because I've seen,
No.
I've seen that shit on YouTube and I'm like, I want to be there.
No, I've never. I don't really like going to live games. I don't really like being around so many people. It's irritating. And when you get there and when you leave, it takes like you're only walking about 100 meters, but it takes half an hour to walk. It's just long. And the thing is, when you're there, you don't get commentary, and I quite like commentary.
The British guys talking.
Yeah,
I mean,
because otherwise you just got people shouting at you from left and right, and it's quite irritating.
you don't like that whole like tribal environment where like your home team's playing like you're the underdogs and people are freaking out and they score a goal and it's like it's tied 1-1 and it goes into a shootout and everybody's freaking out. You don't like that shit?
No, at all. The only football games that I watch are people that play that I know.
Like
I watch those kind of games, but I won't go and travel to watch like Premiership teams. It just doesn't interest me that much, and it takes up a lot of your day.
Like the whole day, yeah. Because I mean, you have to
Yeah.
get there, you have to pay. Like it's the tickets themselves, like for sporting in like the U.S., is like it's not too bad. But like factoring in gas, having to eat, the water, like
Yeah.
in the UK, do they charge you like literally an arm and a leg for a bottle of water?
At the venues, they probably would. But I mean, it's bad enough at the cinema, like, and cinema is something like people do like every month or every other month. So, yeah, at an actual match would be ridiculous.
We're lucky. It's like we got like $5, I think, for a ticket, but then it's like $20 just for popcorn and a drink.
Oh
So,
my god,
it's
Literally.
like-
Are you allowed to bring your own food in though?
no. But
No,
people
but I
do.
do.
Oh, see, we're allowed to bring our own food in. I always bring my own popcorn.
What, a man's not allowed to bring a person to a
Wow.
movie theater? What's wrong with you? It's a free world, man. I'm gonna call the IRA or something.
But the thing is, like in the U.S., I don't think I've ever seen like once, like people come into the theater like all the time with their like trench coats out and it just filled to the brim. Like none of the workers ever say anything. They're always
Maybe they're not
always
allowed
just,
to.
like,
Well, they can't. I mean, really. I mean, they can if they wanted to, but like, I guess it's just really not. Like, I mean, like if you did it in like maybe like the New York Cineplex or something like that, you know, maybe. But like, you know, where I live, it's like small town, rinky dink. You know,
nobody
I think-
cares. It's
yeah,
like,
nobody cares.
Bring your.
You could
TV.
walk in there with a box of Dippin' Dots and throw it on the counter, and they probably wouldn't say anything. So.
All right, speaking about cost, the city of Detroit is shutting off water to, and I was reading this earlier on Twitter, shutting off water to like 100,000 residential homes in the city. Like,
Why are they?
all people owe a total of $91 million for water. And okay, so like water isn't something that, you know, most of us think about. It's just one of those things because
Right.
we can afford it or whatever.
Right.
And it
man.
just kind of comes with living. But with so many people getting shut off,
I feel bad, man. It's
is-
crazy.
you what is your guys' stance? Like, is water a resource that everybody should have, period, no matter if they
Pretty
can pay
much.
for it or not?
It's pretty necessary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know,
to
the
stay
water
alive.
even the water that I get, it's not clean, and I don't drink it. I don't use it.
Right. I
And
mean,
if I do use it, I boil it. But,
if people
know, like-
really want clean water, they can just get a filter or something if they really care.
yeah,
much.
and you can. I mean, even the filters aren't good for you. You can go outside and get mineral rocks right off the ground and filter your own water. It's not really that hard.
Right.
I'm one of those survival geeks, I guess. I used to be anyway.
Hey, man, that's
Um,
He's
important.
got he's
But-
got like the moose heads on the back wall.
Oh
behind
yeah,
him.
yeah. But you know, it's not really that hard, and you can dig a hole in the ground and you can find water, and 90% of the time it's clean water.
Right.
You know? I mean, and if you don't have clean water, it's not hard to filter and boil. It's really not.
Right.
So I mean, everybody claims that, you know, water is just such a huge resource that we need and it's hard to find or whatever, but really it's not.
But it is
But
pretty
in a
necessary.
big
though, I will
city,
admit that.
In a big city like that,
Well, yeah,
it
like
probably
Detroit.
would be.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're kind of SOL because all the
But
refineries and everything.
I wouldn't drink
but-
that shit anyway in Detroit. I wouldn't go near it,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I still think it's pretty messed up they had to shut it off. Is there like, do you know the reason why they shut it off?
Yeah.
You said it was costing them?
Outstanding fines. Okay, so $91 million divided by 100,000 is like $19,000 per person. And if you think about that, like all the costs that go into having to clean water, to pump it, to make it accessible, like that's a lot of money. And
They better-
that's salaries.
Yeah.
That's people's pay that isn't being received because it's so chill and laxed in
You know-
the amount.
I just think that, you know, it's pretty much we're fucked in a sense. I mean, and it's going to happen more and more in these bigger cities like Detroit, you know, going bankrupt and all this
They
stuff.
need to
It's-
watch
it's
out.
gonna
It's
go
going to be
everywhere.
like China.
Nestle,
We're gonna have to-
Nestle right now is trying to push a patent through the Supreme Court or whatever to privatize water.
Yeah.
This bottle of Nestle, they're trying to make that like the light bulb. The light bulb is, you know, it's an idea that somebody came up with. They're trying to make a bottle of water an idea that they came up with.
Wow. the thing is,
Yeah.
like,
It
Wow.
kind of is though, but I just think that it's getting out of hand with the whole water thing, and
well,
that's I don't really care for it. I don't drink out of those bottles anyways.
yeah, I really don't either. I use a filter, like in my fridge. That's about it. You know, like I just want to go grab some water, just go up in there real quick. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know, like Fiji water or something like that, you know, that stuff's actually pretty clean and supposed to be pretty good, but still, just the manufacturing with the bottle has so many chemicals and so many things that
Yeah.
the plastic releases when it melts and forms that, you know, that gets into
Right.
your water.
Yeah, man. I just hope that I've always wondered this is too. Like, why can't everybody just calm down, make prices low, make it affordable for everyone across the globe? But it's not that easy. I just wish it could be.
Because
Though.
our goal is to make money. What would we be without money?
I mean, well, we'd be trading, and technically
Well,
money is
exactly.
trading. You're trading a piece of paper for something else.
Money means so much thing to so many other people.
You can't really live without money, man. It's
Absolutely
pretty hard.
nothing to me. I could
But the
care
thing
less
is,
about
if all money was eradicated in the world, then we'd be forced to work together.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there are people that have certain skills and we don't have other skills, and you'd have to live off trade.
It would.
So
yeah,
you'd
it
have
would
to
be more
find
valuable.
you'd have to find peace and agreement.
Right.
God forbid people actually having to come together and work. as
You
a
know,
society.
that's what I'm saying.
But
That's
what-
the only thing that's going to fix everything that's wrong with the world today, and especially in our own country.
But it's so
You know,
hard.
all this money and stuff, everything's just going to go right down the shitter. And
Money-
it's going to start with the inner cities like Detroit and all that, and it's just going to trickle down to everybody else. And, you know,
Yeah.
where I live, you know, it's a very small town, and,
Same.
you know, we don't have to rely on money. We still trading, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we have farms, we have beans, we have corn, and we work with people who have cattle, and we get beef, and we trade. You know, we don't have
Same.
to buy,
Burr
you
fair.
know, FDA approved. Let me get my tinfoil because the government's trying to kill me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean, like, that's the thing, man.
That's what it's going to come down to.
I just don't know what's
That's what
going to happen whenever everyone's basically like, what is everybody going to do when every country and every person is broke, so to speak? I mean, because it's eventually going to
It's
happen.
already like that.
That's what
pretty
it's
much.
leading to.
And people don't realize that once it's already happened, but it's amount of time when people realize that it happened.
It's going to be
know,
apocalyptic, probably. It's going to be like
It's
DayZ, except
it's going
without
to be
zombies.
nuts.
Danny's
That is
over here just
why-
like Danny's over here just chilling. Like the UK, we don't have that problems. We're so good.
Yeah, but that's why I have a loaded 357 and a drawer full of ammo. So I'm sorry,
Exactly.
Danny.
Oh gosh.
He's just hanging out. He's just like, I don't have a care in the world.
Nice 12 gauge with a bird shot because I ain't leaving my house, and if somebody comes in, buckshot will get all over the place.
Yep.
So
Oh,
bird shot
okay.
is way better than buckshot.
I just thought of something. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but in a retired war veteran, this guy's like 80 years old,
What a
lived in
beast.
this nice little neighborhood, bought it, was living in it, and like I said, he's like 80, and there had been a lot of break-ins in the houses recently, and he's had his house broke into, and it was a couple of teenagers, like a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old, and they broke into his house like
I
a
think I've
second
heard
or
this story.
and he sat downstairs with a video camera, 2 guns, and just waited for him because he knew they were going to break in. And they broke in, and he shot and killed both of them.
I mean, like,
Wow.
I heard there was actually like no really any video. I don't think it was just mainly
Yeah.
audio.
No, he had a camcorder. They wouldn't show the video because it's a dude killing 2 people.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is too is like, man, I think it's murder. It's not like because I heard this dude named Smokey Dog. I forgot the rest
Yep.
of his. I saw that video and I'm like, dude, that's not just self-defense. That's murder. They were defenseless, and you know he didn't have to kill them. I mean, if
Well,
they would have attacked at him,
I mean, just think about it though, because like he kind of had probable cause, and you know he knew that they were going to come and rob him. So you know he had a video camera for evidence, and then you know if you step in my door, if you step in my door unannounced, and I don't know who you are, yeah, I'm going to be a little freaked out, and I'm going to draw my gun most likely.
yeah, but
You know?
he could have held
Like,
him up.
They
He could have handled it better, I think.
he
Yeah.
could have made them wait.
He could
But
have verbal, like
our-
you know, I follow
our-
kind of the same steps as the police.
Or shot a
you know,
warning
you give
shot.
them a verbal warning. Of, yeah,
Right.
definitely.
All those like the warnings, like these kids were gonna keep doing this stuff if he said, "Oh, get out of my house, I'm here."
Well, no, I wouldn't have done that. I would have, you know,
Held
I
him
would
up
have
and let him get arrested.
drop down, get on the ground, and stay. And if they wouldn't, and they, you know, confronted me, then I would have shot. But if they
Right.
did, I would have called the police. You know.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
'Cause-
lie and say like I wouldn't have done exactly what he did.
Right.
I
I
would've-
mean,
I would
can
have
see
I
his
would have
reasoning,
shot
but
at him, guaranteed. But he it was execution style, but he was well within his rights. Like you think
Well-
about the Constitution, if you break into someone's house, he can shoot you. Like make
Right.
my day. Like it's
But the thing is, man, is like the way I look at it is in the video, as you can hear, he killed the guy and he put him in a body bag. So he planned this, and then he goes back while the girl's just sitting there. obviously defenseless. Now that is murder. I don't care what. There's no defending it. At that point, it's just murder. Because I mean, he could have. I mean, her boyfriend just died. I mean, honestly, do you think she's gonna do anything? Well, she probably would have tried to beat the shit out of him, but honestly, still though,
I can kind of see like a little premeditated kind of deal going on.
It was premeditated.
Yeah, but even though it was premeditated, like they still broke into a bunch of people's houses, knowingly trying to steal stuff like that. You deserve to be taught a lesson. Now, I'm not saying you should be shot and killed, but you deserve to
absolutely
kneecap that motherfucker.
I mean,
I definitely would have scared him a little bit, but you know, I wouldn't have killed him.
And then also, I mean, like, this dude's just, you can tell he's not right in the head because he gave a General Shepard monologue-like thing where he's like, I don't know what to say anymore. You know, he was just weird. You could just tell the dude's off in the head. I'm like, people like you don't need to exist in this world. I mean, really, like, people like him we don't need him because he's dangerously unstable, and he could...
But the reason he did that is because he's an 80-year-old dude. He can barely get up the stairs without busting a hip. And... kids stealing his stuff. Like, he served his country. He's paid his Social Security and taxes. Like, he's done.
I don't know if he's 80. Is he really 80? There's no way he's
like 75, 76, something like that. Pretty close. Yeah. I can round whatever.
I saw this. It says it kind of has to do with old people, but I saw this old guy. He was driving up the road, and it's like a split road with kind of like one of those boulder things in the middle. I don't know what they're called, but it looked like he was driving on my side of the road. I was like, it can't be. And I was just like, it just looked like it at the angle. So I keep driving up, and I'm like, holy shit, he's on the wrong side of the road. And I had my window down, and, you know, he's old, so he's driving really, really slow. So I slowed down a little bit to about 20, 25, and it's like a 55 in this zone. And I'm like, man, you're on the wrong side of the road. And he's like, oh, okay, thank you, sir. And then he pulls into one of those turn stops. He turns around and goes in the wrong direction on the other side of the road.
Oh,
I was like, oh my god. So I just kept driving. I couldn't call anybody or do anything. But I was just driving on the wrong side of the road, and he's like, oh, thanks. And he turns around and goes the other way. I was like, oh my god. So now he's driving on the other side of the road in the wrong way. I was like, man.
Oh my goodness. Why are they just? I can't say that you shouldn't be allowed to have your license after 70, but dude,
every 30 years, you should have to redo it.
Yeah, that's
every 30 years.
It is like it's like what, every 15 or 20 in Colorado. I mean, it's pretty like, we don't have a lot of old people crashing into your fucking Denny's, but I mean.
How do you have you seen those people? I've watched these videos because they're just funny to watch. I know it sounds terrible, but it's kind of funny to watch those people that just do the dumbest things and wreck in the stores. It's like, dude.
I'm a liar. At my old house, we had like a Mexican restaurant that was like a block away, and an old lady crashed into that. So I'm a liar.
I like those videos where people are going in reverse. They turn their whole head around and they just floor it.
Yeah, dude. It's like, how? Like, you know what they're trying to do is hit their brake and they accidentally hit the gas and they panic and floor it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, it's terrible, but it's kind of funny. It's like a sick humor. I mean, it's not like you wish anything bad, but it's funny. It really is. And then when it happens to you, you're like, man,
I like watching those videos. Yeah.
It's just funny because I saw this one.
Some of those sick humor videos, you know.
I saw the freaking motorcycle one where this dude was coming at, like, he was trying to run a red light on a motorcycle. For one, that's just asking for trouble. And this BMW just destroyed his. He didn't die. He just goes flying like 10 feet in the air. Did like 4 cartwheels in the air, and he like got back up. Like, what the hell is that about? I was like, are you serious? Like, he ragdolled in real life. Like, it was funny. Like, he just went flying. It was pretty awesome.
Battlefield 4 ragdoll though.
Oh man, that. And what is it about? Like, I just want to say this. Why in Battlefield 4, this is why I think their netcode or something's messed up. Because when you get shot, you get pulled toward them like it's a vortex. That's something's not right there. It's like you're getting shot from behind. What's up with that?
No, I was playing earlier, and I got shot, and I was playing the new DLC on Pro Market. I was on a roof.
I wish I had the DLC. It looks good.
Oh, it's so good. And the Bulldog is crazy. I've already got my mastery for it. But I get shot off the roof. And my dude literally does like a Superman. He goes flying up into the air.
Wow. Yeah, man, it's got some funny ragdoll moments. I mean, every video game has it. It's just like some are more extreme. I think Battlefield's though, like, I don't know why they had to make the controls clunky though. Like ever since Battlefield 3, the controls have been so. It feels like your guy is like so
Marshmallow.
delayed. It's just weird. I mean, it's because they're using a new engine, but the thing is, nothing's ever gonna be as like the way Call of Duty plays. This is one thing they get right is the character movement is pretty fluid. I mean, like as far as how smooth it feels.
Not in
Like-
Black Ops 2.
Don't tell that to the Black Ops 2 haters.
Yeah.
They'll teach you about camera angles.
Oh yeah. No, I know that. I'm just talking about like how it feels, like how now your character may
Yeah.
not be where you're at, but as far as because in Battlefield 4, it feels like my guy is like 500 pounds and he's just trying to get it around the corner and he can't. Like,
Now,
he's just jogging
Titanfall is the most fluent game
Oh,
I've
yeah,
really
it's
ever
really
played
awesome.
since Quake. You know, that's
Yeah,
since I
Titanfall's great.
can
They're
remember.
using the source engine.
I mean, yeah, they use a rip-off of Quake as well. But,
right. But I mean, it works. I mean,
oh,
I
dude,
think they
it's
did good.
so fluent.
I don't think
Yeah,
Titanfall's a
so
fail. I
fluent.
just think the people who have ADHD, like, they're going to be in so much shit whenever they have to give up COD. Because they won't watch anything else on YouTube but
Yeah.
COD. They're going to be in so much trouble. They're not going to know what to do.
Yeah. And that's why I was sitting here for like the past 2 weeks, and last time I uploaded a video was on like July 7th until this week. But
Right.
because I wanted a little break from YouTube anyway, so I had
I
like a
can't
2-week
blame you for that.
vacation. And through this whole 2 weeks, I've been sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my channel because I'm just so fed up with Call of Duty.
Mhm.
Nobody watches anything but Call
They
of Duty.
don't. Except
And
Minecraft,
it's just like-
maybe.
It's and like stuff like Minecraft or something they'll watch, but like
And
I'm
DayZ
going to be
too.
sitting here playing Mario Kart or like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
And
you
not
know,
many
and they
people are
won't
going to
even
watch
know-
it, man.
Yeah, they won't even know what it is. They won't even click on it if it doesn't say COD. I'm just
Yeah,
going to put Call of Duty gameplay in the title and then have it be something.
Just put like a thumbnail of Call of Duty. They'll be like,
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
the trolling ones with like the milfs and the big old titties.
oh, God. Dude,
Like
just,
kids flock to that kind of shit.
Yeah,
we can talk about
I
that.
watched a video. I think it was one of Burns, and it had this kid on it with his mom, and it said, "Angry mom gets mad at
Angry
video
hot
game," or
mom,
something.
yeah. Like, how do you know
Yeah,
she's
and
hot?
Milfest mom ever.
I watched it, and it had no mom on there at all. It was just this little kid raging, and that was it. It had
Yeah.
no angry mother on there at all. I was
Well-
like, "What is with this?"
Dude, the thing is, too, how do you... It's funny, because, like, I've noticed with YouTube, I like YouTube a lot because it's unique. There's, like, people in their own groups. So,
Yeah.
in this... Okay, so I'll take, I don't know if you guys know this dude named YouTube. Well, he's actually a pretty chill dude, but I think his titles, like, they're... I don't know how to describe it. Like, there's people on YouTube that word their videos just so precisely. Like, I word mine pretty legit. I try to.
SEO.
And they word it so like precisely to where it actually describes the video, but it's a little bit extra detail that doesn't need to be there. But dude, like the thumbnails, man. I don't know why people think thumbnails describe a video, and it's funny because like people actually like the videos just because I guess the thumbnail, even though it's not really a lie, I guess
Yeah.
why they like it. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie.
I just pull an image off Google and edit it.
When I,
Yeah, yeah.
Watch what I-
when I like finish a commentary and render it and all that through Sony Vegas and I pull up Photoshop, like that's my favorite part. Like I get all
creative with
fangirly
it,
about
yeah.
my thumbnails.
My thumbnails are not the best. I just basically go to MS Paint and just go like it just
Yeah.
puts.
I used Paint for a long time, and then I finally got GIMP.
I can't afford freaking.
It's free. GIMP is free.
Yo,
Oh.
Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Since you just said that, you can get Photoshop for free, not like pirating or anything, but
Okay.
you can get a like
No kidding.
CS2 for free.
Oh, dude, let's go. I'll get that because I mean I don't care about the latest version of Photoshop. I just want something that I can make decent editing with because I'm not about to pay $500 just to make thumbnails. That's kind of dumb. I mean,
It's $9.99 a month. They made it a subscription deal. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, same thing with like Sony Vegas. Like
are you serious?
I just downloaded it.
I don't even like Sony Vegas.
They see that and they wonder why people want to pirate stuff. See now you know.
Yeah.
Don't make stuff overpriced. You won't have to worry about people pirating it. So stop being
Yeah.
selfish.
Okay,
That's the thing.
so in another life, because this isn't real world, all right. So if this was just like fantasy, would you have pirated? And this is all fictitious. We've never
Right.
done it before because it's illegal. But how many of us would have pirated stuff?
I would. I
Maybe
mean,
a
I
lot
like
of
to
it.
test stuff out for free. I don't want to pay for something.
Me and
I
Well,
honestly wouldn't.
I'm probably like Jack Sparrow. Like,
Oh,
I've got, I've had a chipped PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 360, PSP, Game Boy, DS, everything.
Damn. I always
They
wanted
made-
to with a 360.
Oh, I've just got two 360s.
I have two. One of them's in the closet. It died like a few years ago. Red
I
Ring
had-
of Death.
My first PS3, bro. My first PS3 was chipped as well. I used to just like rent the games and just copy them, but it ended up breaking.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'd be allowed to have it for like 7 days, and I'd take it back within like an hour, and the guy's like, "Don't you like it?" I'm like, "No, I hate it."
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I became like this I want to say like the past like 6 months. I worked today from 5 to 9. 1 sec. But I like GameStop. You know their return policy, like buy a pre-owned, return it. I became such good friends with the guy that works at the GameStop across the highway from me because I would go in there like every 2 days, just getting new games. And he knew. Like after like a month, he was like, "Hey, are you just kind of like renting games?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, that's cool."
Just to test them, man. I mean, because let's be honest here. No one, I mean, not that a lot of people, I mean, I have a pretty good value about money, I think. Like, I mean, I think $60 is a lot to spend for a game that may be awful. Like, I don't think Titanfall's worth $60. Honestly,
No.
I don't think it was. It's a great game, but if I could go back, and also with the Xbox One, I got really ticked off because literally a month later they came out with the
You
Kinectless
bought the
one.
$500 console.
I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
even use the Kinect. I just I point it at the wall because I'm scared the dudes are gonna be like stalking me and shit. So
I
just
don't
point
even
at the wall.
care. They can watch me make.
Microsoft did that, dude. They came out with like statistics of like the most used commands,
Yeah, I heard about
and
that.
they're recording that. I wonder how many times has Xbox like recorded "fuck you"?
Yeah.
How many times has that been recorded?
Xbox, fuck off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that. How many times has that been recorded?
Wow.
Guys, I need to go. I need to go and have some like food and stuff.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
fine.
you
Man.
have some of that socialist, communist.
But I will.
Oh,
I'll catch.
I didn't
I'll
know
catch
it
you
was-
all soon. I need
All
to
right.
go
Yeah,
and
but everyone
stalk you
keep
guys' channels as well.
All
All
right.
right, Danny.
Yeah, I'll
Check
check you
it
guys
out.
out as well, man.
I'll speak to you guys in a bit.
All right,
All right.
man.
All right.
See you later.
See you, man.
It's socialist o'clock. Everyone's time to
It's
Dude, I-
socialist o'clock.
eat or whatever.
I need to grab something. Dude, I haven't had something to eat. Like I woke up earlier, like a while back, got a protein shake, and I would have preferred to have something to eat, but I had to go and do some errands real quick. I can actually say this now because I kind of like a jinx-like person. I don't believe in bad luck, but I feel like everything bad can happen to me if I say something that's going to happen. I've been trying to get this job at Amazon. It's 5 minutes away from my house. I finally got it. It's a pretty decent amount of pay. I'm not going to say it just because I don't want people to know how much I pay. I'm not like that. But, dude, now I can actually fund my gaming addiction instead of just relying on birthday and, birthday money and holiday money.
Yeah.
And I've been excited about that. But that's what I went to run errands on. I still haven't ate today, and it's 5:13 p.m. So I'm pretty hungry, but it's all good. I want
Jesus
to
Christ.
tough it out. I'm gonna grab a snack, man. I just gotta get a snack. I'm hungry.
All right.
I'll be right back, man. Y'all can go ahead and
All right.
talk. I'm still recording it, so it'll still
Yeah.
do everything.
All right.
I just want to say I don't know how to get it on full screen. It still shows like the little window. It's in windowed mode, but you guys, I can see you on the video. So is that fine?
Yeah, it's all good. I mean,
Okay.
is like the window full screen? Like the
Yeah.
window's like, all right, and it just comes.
Like-
All right, cool.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
got like the border. It shows my start menu and stuff, and it shows the time. Is that okay?
Oh, I can get through that stuff easy.
Well, I know you can edit that. It's simple to do that. But yeah, man. I'll just send you that file on MediaFire or whatever. It's gonna be a big file because I've been recording. Let's see. I had about 700 gigs left. Now I have 663. It's all good. I'll delete it afterwards.
Jesus Christ. All right.
I had 500 gigs. I only have like 200.
I know that's what it sounded like. I was like, I got good internet, but goddamn.
Yeah, I'll be
I
right
had to
back,
stop
though.
recording in 1080p.
Oh, yeah. No, I did too. I had to for certain things until
Yeah, I
I
had
get
to
my terabyte
too.
hard drive up. I got a 2 terabyte just sitting on standby, man. I'm neglecting
Yeah,
it.
You
I
gotta
don't
I need at
want
least a
to
terabyte.
because I got to
I wish I had
reformat
money.
it, and I have a lot of gameplays on it already. I got like 100 gigs worth of gameplay, and it's not even in 1080, so you know it's a lot of gameplay saved up.
Yeah.
And And I'm neglecting to reformat it, man. But I have to at some point.
It's funny how much 1080 takes up.
It takes up more than double of 720, and it's not even double the pixels.
It's almost triple as much as I can tell.
Yo,
Yeah.
720 is 700,000 pixels. 1080 is 2 million pixels.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, dude, like I was wanting to try and on that movie editor, right? I thought I could upload in 4K on YouTube because there's some people that can. It won't let me. I tried to upload it, like I tried to render in 4K, and it's like this editor does not allow anything above 1920 by 1080. I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of good though, because I don't want to try and render a video for 5 days in 4K.
Literally, a 5-minute video would take you 5 days.
No, man, it wouldn't. I have a pretty good hardware, man. I'm gonna upgrade it once I get some money set up on this job. I'm gonna save up like literally about $1,500 and just dump the rest of it in this computer, and I'll be set for a good bit.
Every other week, Beast
just-
is like payday. It's Christmas on payday.
It's gonna be Christmas, dude. It's so great. Like I'm just gonna put it into my computer, and then the rest I'll save for college, man. See, I'm not done with my money. I mean, hardware is fun to mess with, man. And I mean, all I really need for this rig is some gaming RAM and a good video card. The 780 Ti is not necessary, but that's why I'm gonna wait like another few months.
You're getting a 780.
That
Why
thing's a
not?
beast.
If you get a like even a 770 Ti, like you
It's-
should be like solid, because it's still 3 gigs.
Future-proof swag.
Oh my god.
Hey man, it's not a big deal. I mean, I was already going in this expecting to pay about another $1,000 to get everything I need to make it run good. So I'm about to make it run really well. So I mean, it runs pretty good though. I mean, I finally hooked up my dang LED lights on the computer, man.
Oh, you got that nerd swag going with your PC, all souped up. Do you have a name for it?
I called it the Beast Build 1. It's very original, you know. I haven't came up with a good name yet, so I just called it the Beast Build 1. I know a lot of people name their PCs. They're like, I've heard a lot of them. They call them like female names, like Christine and shit. It's funny.
Eleanor.
Yeah. It reminds me of that car off Gone in 60 Seconds. That's a good movie, by the way.
Yeah. Angelina Jolie is just not in that movie, dude.
No, not in that movie. She looks
Not with
kind
the
of.
dreads, dude. Those are
She
terrifying.
looked kind
That's not
of.
Halloween.
She looked kind of like trashy, gangsterish, like man.
Don't you badmouth Angelina Jolie? She's my future wife, man. That or Emma Watson.
Nah, dude,
or-
Melanie Iglesias.
No, don't be that way. That's like saying Ariana Grande is hot.
Oh,
She's
I mean, she's okay. Like, Melanie is pretty hot, though. I could get on a subject about women all day, but no, I mean, Melanie is pretty fine, dude. You can't deny that.
I don't know.
I really have no idea who you guys are talking about.
Dude,
The only name I
Dude,
picked
no.
up was Ariana Grande. And
no, I
just
mean, I
thought-
know who she is. I mean, she's pretty, but it's like,
No, dude.
you can't say she's not.
Put Emma Watson and Ariana Grande next to
Well-
each other. You're gonna be like, Emma Watson is the
Obviously
most
that, but I'm just saying.
respectable,
But-
fine-looking bitch on this side of the planet.
I'm just saying though, you can't act like she's not. You know, they're both great looking. But dude, I'm just telling you, KD, dude, just Google freaking Melanie Iglesias. It's
Don't
spelled
do
with
it.
I.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Your eyes are gonna fall out of your head because she's so ugly.
I probably,
Oh,
I
are you
probably,
serious?
I
Dude,
probably won't.
I just
I'm
can't.
not big into like pop culture and all that
Yeah.
nonsense. I literally have no clue what is going on in the world anymore.
you must just not like be a big fan of Latino women, man. I love Latino
I used
girls.
to be
I love
I used to be
Latino
kind of big into knowing what was going on in the world, and yeah,
You're just like, this is not
I
a
just
very
don't
pretty
care.
place.
I just don't even care anymore.
I don't blame you, man. I stay away from stuff like that. She's a celebrity that I think's like, pretty attractive.
They're like, did you hear what Justin Bieber did this weekend? I'm like, who
Oh
the
my
fuck
God.
cares? Like, I'm
Oh
like,
my.
he could have raped 3 kids and killed 3 women. I don't
and,
give a
and
shit.
got away with it. Because his
yeah,
fans
and
would
got
be
away
like,
with it.
the fans would have been like, he's confused. And it's like, no,
He's a
you're
child.
confused.
Uh,
Gosh, man, what is wrong with people? Like, is it that hard to be logical in this world? Like,
I could give 2 shits about if Kim Kardashian's jeans fit or not. Like, really,
Okay,
I could
so
really care.
I mean,
I-
the only thing she's got going is she's got a big ass. That's about it.
and that's
Yeah.
fake too, by the way.
Yep.
Anyways,
Probably.
I just want, we'll end the show here, but I just wanted to say one thing. People care more about their Kim Kardashian game for their phone not
I heard
working than
about
they
that.
do about the police choking out and killing a father of 6 for no reason.
Dang, man, I heard about the Kim Kardashian game, but I never heard about that father story, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, Staten Island police choked and slammed this dude's head on the ground and killed him.
Did they have like
Yeah.
what all was the scenario like? Is it just that vague, or is it
He
like
broke. No, there's a video of like the entire thing. The guy broke up a fight. The police come over, and then their excuse, yeah, they just started hassling him, and then he's like, "No, I'm not going to be detained because he didn't do anything wrong."
I mean, I don't
and-
blame him for not wanting to be detained. 'Cause I mean, like, if he didn't do anything wrong, which there's no
There-
reason for him
And
to do that.
you know why it's getting to this point is because they don't want people to realize what's going on in the world today, and because people are so absorbed with this media and with pop culture and technology, they don't realize what our dollar system's like and how close it is to the edge. And police are being this brutal now because one, they can get away with it, and two, they don't want to incite riots because it's that close
Right.
to being the end of what is known as peace.
Student debt,
And
student debt keeping
really,
people,
it's
yeah.
really edgy,
Student debt keeping people,
especially with government
the
officials
world.
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you have student debt keeping people that have a higher thought capacity down, because if you're in debt by a lot of money, you're not going to think about how the world's interacting, how to change it.
Yep.
So student debt, giant corporations funding our government because money is speech, and I had a third thing, I don't know what it was, but whatever.
I didn't go to college because I would get out of college and I'd be in the same boat I'm in now
Except with
Well, with
less
more-
money.
with debt. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'd have a college debt on my head.
I'm going to go to college, but it's a simple tech school. It's something that I can afford to
Yeah.
pay.
Like, what are
But
those,
even in the medical field, there's nothing even in the medical fields. There's
Well, no
nothing
one
in
has
technology
insurance
anymore.
nowadays.
I dated a girl, and her brother-in-law, Nate, he was top of his class, and he went to, I don't remember where it was somewhere in California, pretty big name medical school.
I'm sure it was.
Top of
man.
his class, he had a perfect score, 36 on the ACT.
What a
Went to
beast.
school for 10 years, and he finally just got out, and this was like 2 years ago. Not 2 years ago, this was like last year.
Right.
He got out, and he had $333,000 in student debt.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
And there were no job openings.
No, that's not fair. That's
Yeah.
absolutely bullshit.
Her stepdad,
That-
Nate's dad, had to buy the practice for Nate to be able to make any money. He had to buy a building and all the equipment for him to be able to do anything.
That's
See,
not.
at least I can still get work. When you go to college and you get all this degrees and all this stuff, yeah, you have a chance of getting a job.
That's
People
a
don't
beast.
know.
90% of the time when you get out, there's not going to be that job. And the jobs that I'm doing, you're overqualified for, and you're not going to get those either.
See,
People,
that's-
stuck.
people don't
And that's
care.
why when in school, when they just hassled me every single day, what college are you going to? You have to go to college. I just,
Oh,
bitch, shut
dude.
the fuck up.
That's
Get out of my
thank
face.
you.
I'm not going to college.
Thank you.
And I made a video about that, too.
They hassle me like in high school. and
Yeah.
when it was senior
They-
year, we'd have a person come in about
Oh.
every 2 to 3 months saying,
Yep.
"Hey guys, you can go to college," and it's like, "Hey, guess what? I don't want to be 90K in debt. How about that?"
Yeah.
They pulled
People-
me out of English class that I was failing, and I was a half a credit away from not graduating. And I told them, I said, I need to go back to class. I'm not going to college. I don't care about college. I'm going to be doing regular general labor, making more than you probably a year, which I do. And, I just said, I need to go back to this class. I'm failing this class, and I need to graduate, or else I won't be able to get any job. I said, you're ruining my education right now, trying to get me to get higher education, which I'm not accepting. And they didn't know what to do with me. They're like, you can get scholarships for everything. I'm just like, no, fuck off. So
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's okay.
it's-
Like,
I mean,
it's a
if you
good
want to go to
thing.
college, it's
That's cool.
fine.
It's
Higher
hard to pay
education is
that
fine.
off.
But they should spend more time on focusing what you wanted to do and help you try to achieve those goals in your life, so it's easier for you when you get out.
Right.
You know?
and I also wanted to say
I was
too.
big. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say really quick that a lot of people I've noticed the ones that are the most successful don't plan on where they end up. Like, it seems like they didn't expect where they ended up. Like, a lot of people can start doing one thing and they ended up and they're like, I never thought I'd see myself doing this. I've noticed the most successful people end up being that way. So I'm just trying to go with the flow and see what works best for me at that given time. And I think that's one of the best ways to go about it.
I'm always wanting to be a musician, and I write my own music and stuff like that. And if I had a lot more support in school and a lot more, okay, well, you need to take these kind of classes, business, creative writing, music instruction, and they had more options to help support other people, it could have turned out a lot better instead of having to self-teach myself, which takes a longer process.
Yeah, and you have to go through a constant trial and error because you're doing this. Schools
exactly.
Schools are simply to give you a piece of paper. It's a the cattle line. They're just many people. There's very few teachers that actually care about your education.
Yeah, I took creative writing because I knew that would help, because that was my weak spot, was my writing skills, because I suck at English and everything else. So I was like, I need to take creative writing. So I signed up for that, and I signed up for advanced creative writing as well. But all it was reading about this guy, reading about this literature, learning the different types, which was the only thing useful, was all the different types of writing. But all we ever did was just write about what they wrote about and how that made you feel. And I told her, I was just like, I'm not writing about what makes me happy, because at the time, nothing made me happy. I was like, there's nothing that makes me happy. And she's like, okay, well, you can just bring in whatever. And I said, if I do bring it in, you're not going to like it. And I said, you will probably call the counselor. And she said, it's okay, you can bring it in, I'll understand. So I brought it in, and she fucking made me read it in front of the whole class because she thought it was good. So I was just like, and it was pretty dark, but, and yeah, I mean, it was just like, that stuff didn't help me at all because it's all based on curriculum.
Well, yeah,
and it's just like,
you have so many asshats running around in school. It's just like with the real world. You have so many dumbasses running around that these teachers that possibly got into teaching because they cared about the youth and the education and the quality of it, they don't care anymore because they have to deal with so many just idiots who don't care themselves. So they just get desensitized.
Yeah.
Right. I mean.
Yeah, I could just think of a handful of teachers who actually even gave a shit.
Yeah, I mean, I've had those classes where you got those people. I mean, I like the classes with class clowns that aren't like jerks. I've had those. Those were pretty funny. It was mainly in my senior year. But then you got those people that are just straight up disrespectful to teachers. And it's like, man, you think they want to be here too? You know what I'm saying? They're doing a job getting paid what basically is minimum wage.
They have to deal with you, and that is the worst punishment of all.
Yeah. I mean, I understand your life may suck too at home, but that's not their problem. You don't have to bring your problems there,
I mean, a lot of the stuff that kind of has to go with all that, with school being the way it is. It all boils down to the money, and people don't have the money for their state and their government to have extra funds to do anything. Like, I was really good at math, and all the stuff we were doing, I'd get done in 2 seconds, and I was at a college level in 7th grade in math because
I wish I was good at math. I'm okay.
And they never once. They put me in like this accelerated class in high school because that's what they suggested I take, but it was the same exact thing as what they were doing in the other classes.
Just more work.
And they never once gave me, just more work. And they never gave me anything else to challenge myself, to get better, nothing. And I almost dropped out of high school. I really almost did, but I knew if I did, I wouldn't have been able to get a job. So that's why I stayed, because it was pointless. I was getting nothing out of high school.
It must have been pretty hard. Like, it would be probably pretty hard to get a job because one of my friends, he dropped out because they messed his credit up. Like, they didn't count his junior year. I don't know why. They screwed it up. So he was like, nope, I'm not doing it again. They literally – he was a senior for my graduating year, but he just dropped out like before half semester.
Yeah, I would have definitely done.
I'm just like, because he found out about it, he's like, are you serious? And then he just dropped out. But he has a job now, and he's actually doing pretty okay, so that's good.
I mean, as hard as it is for me to get a job, even with a high school education.
I know that grind.
And, now I'm just like, I've been out of work for almost 2 months now, and I'll get another job, work for 90 so days, and then they got to determine whether or not they want to hire you or not, and then, bloop, you're gone. So.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be hired, man. I mean, I don't know how long, because I got at a temporary agency for Amazon, which is, again, like 5 minutes away from my house. I'm hoping they'll keep me, man. I'm just gonna be like a tryhard, and
That's,
just
I
be
mean, well, that's what I do at every job I go to. You
Right.
work your ass off, and then you make all this money for the company, and then they don't need you anymore.
I hope they at least give me a
Let you
paycheck
go.
for the first thing, because I need to fund my gaming.
Yeah,
And of course, the
there's
bills,
a
those are
hospital.
important.
There's a hospital job I applied for. Hopefully, I'll get that. Good
Yeah.
benefits.
Yeah, hope you do too, man.
hospitals pay bueno, from what I know.
Yeah,
Somewhat.
No, I mean, depending.
I think it's like $50 less than what I make a week.
you get that job grind.
On a good week. Oh yeah, on a good week, 80 hours or so. I'd be making almost $600 a week.
That's crazy good, man.
It's hard work though.
Yeah.
You work 7 days a week sometimes. It's
Oh.
double shifts. Oh,
Working.
it's.
There's nothing more satisfying though than being at work. This happens to me a lot on the weekends because I work at a pizza place. So I mean, we do 50% of our business between like Thursday and Sunday.
Yeah.
But like the best feeling for me is working, a 12-hour day, going in at 12, getting out at 12 or later on like a Saturday or Friday, getting outside, getting in my car and just driving home because the air is fucking cool. Been standing next to three
Yeah.
500-degree ovens, like
Yeah.
oh.
This job's night shift. It's 11 to 7. So
Ooh.
yeah, I like night shift. I worked at a plastics factory, and that was 12 hours, 7 at night to 7 in the morning.
Oh, dang.
Man, that was a
Brutal.
rough job. I quit that job.
You were just like
I was-
rage quitting.
It was
Rage quit.
it was like 100 degrees downstairs,
Oh,
and
forget
upstairs
that.
it was 150 degrees.
That's just
and
bad
you would have
working
to
conditions.
carry 50-pound rolls like that on your shoulder after you got them off the line, and you'd have to carry them upstairs in the middle of dead summer. And yeah,
That's fun.
I was throwing up. I couldn't eat. It was a bad job.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
that's
was like my
terrible.
shortest job ever. But dude, when you get hired on there, you make $20 an hour,
Oh,
and then
damn.
after you're there for a year, it's like 22. And then if you get ranked up to like a team leader, it's like 30 bucks an
Yeah.
hour.
I mean,
So it's worth the money, but for $8 an hour, what I was making temporary, it was not.
Oh
worth it.
shit, no. I make pizzas for.
And they said it could take up to like 3.5 years is your most chance to get hired. I said I ain't working here for $8 for 3 years.
oh no, forget that.
I quit. I quit that job.
Yeah, man. I'm
Only
hoping
job I
that-
ever quit.
I mean, I was just happy to get a job, man. I just hope they actually
yeah.
do hire me and I can just stay there. Because, I mean, I think I have a good chance because they, like, know that literally if my truck ever broke down, I could literally ride a bike or even walk there. Like, that's how, if need be,
And that's
how
like-
dedicated you could be. And that's
That's
very
the
important.
only reason why I got a partnership on YouTube is because I was out of work. I was like, I need to make some sort of income.
Right.
So I
I
made
did-
12 cents this month.
YouTube money. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, yeah, we could talk about that if you wanted to save it for
Oh.
another podcast because that could go on for a good minute because I got a bunch
One
of stuff to
one
talk
last
about.
thing that I just want to mention, and we discussed a little bit, maybe for another like 5 minutes, I want to say.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys heard about this, but the FCC, the Federal Communications deal,
That's-
how they were getting ready to pass a bill through Congress and the House and the Senate, to allow companies to be able to strangle certain services and the more. Okay, so if Amazon pays more money than Netflix does in a certain area, the ISP will strangle Netflix's data so that you can't stream at 1080p or 720 or HD Netflix. And then Amazon would have all this free data usage. So it's kind of
That's stupid.
it's playing God with the net, and that
net neutrality thing.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I don't remember who I watched a video from, but they're like, go to FCC's site because they've opened, a limited time window for people to comment and tell them what they think about that.
It's
Let
awful.
me read this right
Yeah,
here.
It's
It's
horrible.
like I'm gonna compare it. The best way to compare the way internet's going is to communism. They're trying to make everyone equal. Look, little Timmy, I understand
it's
you have dial-up.
capitalism, dude. They're making it pay to play, just like Call of Duty, dude. The
do you mean
internet
pay
is
to
pay
play?
to play. Like,
If
you
you,
have to-
pay more, you get better.
if net neutrality doesn't exist, you have to pay more to get better service for your
I think
customers.
that's fair though. If you want to pay
Yeah.
to get even better internet, I think that's kind of fair.
No,
because
it's not like people. It's not like me and you, like normal people. It's like Netflix having to pay an extra $5 million.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
listen
different,
to this. This is what saving the internet looks like. This is what saving the internet looks like. 153,000 people wrote the FCC last week protesting its latest proposal to kill net neutrality. Its website crashed. 153,000 people told the FCC to fuck off.
What to
not kill net neutrality.
Wait, do you think it should or shouldn't exist? Like, I don't think...
It shouldn't exist. Net neutrality needs to exist because the internet is a tool, and it is open. It is the World Wide Web. It is the single greatest invention since fire or the wheel that humans have created.
Or electricity.
Or electricity. And if it becomes you have to pay to have equitable services of it, that is one of the most sadistic, capitalistic,
and that's
maniacal things ever. And the fact that 153,000 people, the fact that 153,000 people cared enough to say no, we are,
and probably more than that, it just crashed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's what it says, but to crash the website, that's brilliant. For me, that's awesome. Like I just got this email.
I mean,
I really don't know.
They just need to piss off. They need to piss off.
Like they did that whole NAFTA crap and all that other shit that happened. I don't think that this is going to go through.
They'll
won't
have
get away with it if it does.
They'll have like another college shooting or something like that, and they'll pass this under the nose of everybody while everybody's focusing on that.
Yeah, they'll sign new laws about guns, but inside that is about net neutrality.
We could talk about gun laws and stuff on another podcast too, because like everybody's got a different opinion about it. But I'll just say really quickly that we need to have weapons because the criminals, they obtain the weapons illegally anyway.
No matter what.
Yeah.
So
people don't get it. They really don't.
They don't know how to think.
You leave it to people.
If we could just stop one person from buying it, like you are the stupidest criminal in the world if you go and buy a gun from your local shop and register it and everything, and then go have a shootout. You're a fucking idiot.
Because you're gonna
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna save one person. It's gonna stop one person from legally buying a gun to defend themselves. That's all it's gonna do.
That's the problem, man. I mean, I think bazookas should be allowed? Like, no, you shouldn't be allowed to buy an RPG at your local. No, but I think there should be limits. Yeah, it's like, dude. I mean, I'm kind of like still on the lenient side about like different magazine mods, like 75 round mags and stuff. Like, I don't know if you should be allowed to have an AR and just mow down whatever, because I think that's legally.
I think you should have enough to where if there is a problem with your government or Korea so happens to invade, you have enough to be able to get out of where you are and survive for at least a month with that ammo.
Yeah.
And I think that should be fine. But you don't need a 70-round LMG,
that would be awesome
to do the job. I got a shotgun, a 357, and it's
home defense. Like you're cool with that.
Yeah, it's a one-barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
And I might go get an AK or something a little bit later if shit gets real bad. But that's all I need.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the thing is that people don't get. I still think people live in this video game world, or even realistically, people are like, no, dude, you can take a few bullets. Have you seen Lone Survivor? By the way, that's an awesome movie. But you can't take so many AK shots. Like, you get hit with an AK once, you're done. You're pretty much done because the 7.62
and
is
like
rip
what I got, it's 125 grain, which isn't that much.
Right.
But it's full jacketed, hollow points, and when it shoots, it spreads out when you shoot.
And
you get hit
when that bullet penetrates,
you're using salt shot, not buckshot, right?
I use birdshot.
Yeah.
No, it's salt shot, birdshot.
I mean,
but I shot a tree stump to test them out, and when I shot and I was surprised because it was only 125 grain. I'd like to see what 150 could do, but I shot that sumbitch, and that tree stump blew the fuck up because when that thing hits, it explodes on impact. I was like, damn! I was like, that's gonna go through some body armor like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is though, the people, I don't think we'll ever have to worry about this. It's just kind of good to have a safety net about this stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of good to just have it so people know it's like, okay, dude, that guy might have a really badass assault rifle that's used to take out people.
Yeah.
I remember when Obama first got elected in 2008, My stepdad went out that day, like when he found out, and he bought an
Just scared.
AR-15, and he bought, I
Can you
think,
blame
like
him?
a Remington something or another, some Remington. Oh no, it was Benelli. It was a Benelli pump action,
Those are good shotguns.
sick ass shotgun, and he's like, they're gonna riot. Everybody's gonna riot.
I mean,
My dad went out. My dad went out like the next week, and he said that they only had like 5 boxes of buckshot left, and he said he got them all. I was
Yup.
like, oh,
Dude.
okay.
dude, I mean,
I was
like,
like, damn.
I don't. Here's the thing, man. Let's be honest. I think pretty much almost every president doesn't know how to do their job. I mean, I'm not saying that I could
No.
personally do better,
No,
but the presidents don't really have that much power. They can make certain, I mean, people don't understand. They really don't have as much power as a lot of people want to think they do. I mean, they have a decent amount of power, but I think the government overall decides what goes down and stuff, man. The government, if anything, is the most overpowered thing in the world. They need a nerf.
The president. Okay, so there was an interview with a New Zealand. No, not New Zealand. Australian. An Australian. Like senator, because they have different stuff for them, but it's pretty much the same as we have here. Bicameral legislature, all that.
Right.
An interview with an Australian. He's like, "What is your goal as a politician?" And he's like, "To make decisions on behalf of the people that elected me." And he said it kind of like, "Well, duh, that's what I'm here to do." In the same interview with a U.S. congressman, and he said, what is your purpose at this job?" And he's like, "To get reelected." The congressmen and senators get reelected through funding from big companies to push their own policies. The president's the only person that can make that change because he doesn't have to worry about it. He's out in 4 years anyways. Like, he's the one person that could say, we're not going to let big business run this country. We're going to, America is the land of the free and home of the brave, not where money is speech.
Right.
Yeah.
It's become so much about money that it runs everything basically, and I mean we're just
It's
SOL
crazy
and
powerful,
somebody
man.
does that.
Yeah.
I wish money wasn't so valuable sometimes, because I mean, at least to just kind of see how much of a difference it'd make, to see if it's good or bad. It could be bad. Who knows if money wasn't that valuable? But the money is essentially like we're trading. We're just trading this piece of paper essentially for a certain object, But
Yeah.
we've gave it such
Whenever
value.
the value of the dollar is based on the
it's-
people rather
It's
than
died down a
gold.
lot.
Whenever that shit happened, that was when it was all.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
All I know is I'm ready. I'm ready for anything. I will die with the gun in my hand.
I want to get
I
it.
will fight for this country.
I have a piece
Any way,
of
shape, or form. I mean, I'm not going to go to freaking India. I mean, I'm not going to go to India and fight a war because they're having a revolution. I'll go to Canada. But,
I'll go to
Canada's
Canada.
always
You know,
chill,
Canada is
too.
my maximum.
dude,
Canada's
I don't
chill.
care. I'm not going and fighting in somebody else's war. I will fight for my country and I'll fight for our own stuff. But just because somebody's having a revolution over there and we have to get involved,
Yeah,
I'm not
speaking
getting
of that,
involved.
why is the U.S. trying to police everything? Like, people think, I've seen people negatively talk about our country so bad. I mean that's cool. If you don't like us, that's cool. But I don't give a shit. That's cool.
It's
man.
it's
I don't
really
care.
not that bad, but I can see where they're coming from because it's getting bad.
Right. I mean, but the thing is, though, I've been seeing a lot of these comments, like on these prank videos. I don't know if I can't remember if I made a video about it. Pretty sure I did. Not sure though. I've been watching some prank videos just because they're good fun. But this one dude was he did a prank, and he was like feeding dog food. He made like a fake article saying the dude got arrested from his dog food. He's feeding it to dogs, but it's made of dog, even though it's actually chicken.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was
Yeah,
Joey.
and then the people they were like, "Did you get it from like a local Chinese shop?" One of the persons made a comment. I know that's it's kind of, let's be honest here, it's kind of offensive, but people are like, I see in the comments they're like, typical American ignorance. It's like, you do know
Yeah.
other countries are just as ignorant. People are so that right there was just ignorant what he or
Goddamn
she said.
French.
Well, and they think we're ignorant, not just because of that, but because regular, just normal, everyday Americans
Oh, they're
have
dumb.
don't
Some
make
are dumb
news.
as hell.
Normal
clue.
Americans don't make news.
They have no clue what's going on in our own in our own government, in our own country.
Yeah.
And because since this stuff has happened in all these other countries, they call us stupid because we don't see it.
But at least we're not getting mustard gassed and stuff. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to do shots fired at other countries, but
Wait,
at least for the most part, we haven't really had like ridiculous civil
Yeah.
wars within our own country, but I'm
It
just saying
got
people.
close there for a little bit.
Yeah, and the thing is too, like, I mean, look, there's assholes everywhere. Bottom line, they're everywhere. So people just need to understand that. But they're like typical American, and I shut him up too. Like I had to comment to him. I love burning people in the comments. It's the easiest and funniest thing for me to do. And I got a screenshot some of these, dude. I'll put them up on some videos and stuff. You guys will probably get a good little kick out of it because I go hard on some people. I burned this one dude that commented on a T Martin video I made.
Oh
You
my
know, it
God.
was, does he fake gameplays? I don't know if any of you saw that. I don't know if you
Oh
saw
my
that,
God.
Jeff. But people, look, I'm going to speak the truth. I'm not going to get into drama, but if I think he fakes gameplays and people wanted me to talk about it, I'm like, sure, I'll give my opinion about it. And I was very neutral about it. I wasn't like, T Martin's an asshole or whatever. Like, I don't really care
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
I
dude, but
remember
whatever.
your video.
Yeah,
He
Oh,
sucks
yeah.
Tina's cock every night.
yeah.
Oh.
And the
Shots
thing
fired.
is,
Wait, what?
this dude commented, here, I've got to pull it up. Hold on. I put it as a screenshot. Let me actually just go to the, I burned him so bad. I mean, I said some stuff that was,
Everyone's always like, "Where's Tina and where's Mark Rubin?" And I'm like, "Duh, he's at T Martin's house,
They're having a sleepover.
riding the dick." Yeah, they sleep over every night and just talk about their money,
Oh
I'm
my
how much
God.
they screwed everybody
I can
over.
believe that.
this dude knew his first. I'm just going to that video. He said, this is the first comment he comments on this video. This is about a little over a week ago. He said, if you weren't an effing hacker, you wouldn't know where he got his stuff. You know, I'm talking about in the video, he, you know, gets a lot of his gameplays from other people. I'm pretty sure anyways, because he doesn't have any time played. So I said, what? And then I, like, pieced it together because, you know, he worded it stupid. He doesn't know how to formulate a sentence. And I said, you're a complete dumbass if you think I'm a hacker, lol. And then he said, you heard me, effer. He said, you're the effer. You do shit like that. He can't word sentences, right? So I said, all in caps, no spaces, you mad, bro. Instead of you, it was just a letter. So he keeps going on. He says, yeah, I am because you're retarded. And I said, yet you're the one who can't formulate a proper sentence. He spelled your with Y-O-U-R. And then I corrected him just to
Oh
piss
my
him
God.
off.
I remember.
And then he kept
I
going
remember
on.
the very first time I watched the T Martin video. I just remember everybody was dogging him on YouTube. I had never even heard of him. And I went to go and I watched one of his videos, and I watched the entire thing, and I was just like, this was the most forced and most faked video I've ever seen in my life.
And that's all of them like that.
It was so artificial to me. It just seemed like nothing was legit.
Yeah. What's going on,
Nothing.
guys?
Like,
Yeah.
why are you this fucking excited about?
Hey guys,
Call
what
of
is up?
Duty?
It's T Martin here today. We're gonna
You
do
know why
some
he's
crazy
excited?
Fucking
stuff.
like, did he take a bump of fucking meth or cocaine before he fucking did
Dude,
that video or
you know
That's
what?
where
Like,
his
come
his
on.
money from Activision goes
Yeah,
No,
Activision is
it's-
supporting his cocaine addiction.
to.
He gets so
What is
excited just because
up
he
with
knows he's
that?
going to get more money for his addiction.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
dude.
make $100,000 on this video so I can get some more cocaine and tell you about Call of Duty and how awesome it is.
Dude,
Oh,
like, here's the
tips
thing.
and tricks,
But
guys,
who's
tips and
worse?
Ugh.
Who's worse, Ali A or T Martin? I can't decide.
Okay.
They're both annoying.
Ugh.
You literally have to like make a list with a line down the middle of what each guy is just why they're awful.
I don't
Ali
hate them.
A?
I just don't like care for their content. They do annoy me.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't-
too fake for me.
I don't have any beef with anybody on YouTube at all. Like,
No,
I'm that
it's
kind of
just
chill
don't
guy, but
like
I
them.
just no, they're just annoy the piss out of me, really.
Yeah. Well, anyways, homeboys, we'll end this show for today. We'll figure out when we do it again how
Yeah,
we're
man.
gonna do it.
Just hit me up on the Twitters or whatever else, man. It was fun.
Yeah, I got my podcast this Saturday, so we'll probably do it sometime during this week.
Yeah, you guys. I don't know. I've been like busy a lot lately, and especially now with me starting, you know, hopefully this job and hopefully keeping the dang thing, man. But I don't know how busy my schedule's gonna be, so
Yeah,
just hit me up and I'll let you know. You know.
for sure. Anyways,
Yeah.
Beast, get at me on the Tweeter sphere and let me know where you're gonna upload.
Yeah,
the-
you got to walk me through that because I've never uploaded videos like to a different. Actually, can I just upload it as unlisted and you download that?
Is
Oh.
your internet awesome?
Oh yeah, that's really good. Wow.
Cause I just want, cause like I've got like really fast internet, so I could download it about maybe half an hour, upload it, cut it all up, all that stuff. and just-
Yeah.
I mean, if your internet's not like, you know, not Google Files, like Comcast
wish it
Files or
was.
whatever.
It's basically
Um,
like it's a step down from Files, but it's just almost as good.
I mean, yeah, like if you're willing to like Actually, no. We gotta do the Dropbox so I can put in the overlay and everything, make it look all sexy, like
Yeah.
we're rock stars.
I don't know how you can mess with that overlay. I mean, it's on full screen right now, but it's still got my Windows border, and it's got that little tab.
I'm just
you
gonna.
can
I
mess
just
with
crop the
Yeah.
crop the video multiple times into slots. But yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do my Ask KD video.
Yeah.
I need to do that because that's going up tomorrow morning at like 11.
that. Yeah, I have to check. I'll have to check you out, KD. I mean, I've heard of you. I've seen you in comments before.
Yeah.
I feel like I've checked you out before, actually.
I try to stay pretty communal in comments because I've had like a lot of people
Yeah,
just
I've been
click on-
starting to get more comments lately. I mean,
on my name. So.
my subs are a lot of my subs have been.
I had one yesterday. He's like, "Oh, I saw you on this guy's video." So yeah,
Right.
I mean, it's
I got a shout out from Multi Styles, and so I gained a lot off that.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
If it wasn't for Multi Styles, I'd still be at like 90 subs. He got me over 100. So
Yeah, multi-style is cool, dude.
yeah, he was like my 8th subscriber or something.
Dang,
Damn.
you subscribed to you. That's awesome.
And then the Schwantz 27 was like my 4th subscriber.
That dude's funny, man.
Dude, I love the Schwantz.
I was just
He
like,
makes me
oh,
laugh every
Schwant Brian
time.
is subscribed to me. I was like, yes. I was like, my goals have been achieved on you.
Yeah.
That
My
is
life
awesome,
is complete.
He's a
I
cool
had like
dude.
a fanboy moment. Yeah.
I would have too.
Oh,
man.
Skag freaking
Yeah.
Skag liked and shared 2 of my videos. What was it? Saturday and Sunday. I was at work. I pulled out
Bet
my
you
phone
tripped.
and I looked at my Twitter and I saw Skag liked and favorited and shared it, and I literally just was like,
Oh my god.
I was like, oh shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
freaking Sandy Ravage, he added me to his circles in Google. I was like, what? This is random. I was like, that's cool.
It's Google Plus, but it still matters.
Oh, it does matter whenever it's someone awesome like Sandy. And then he also tweeted me a few times, and it's pretty cool, man. I mean, he's a
Yeah.
chill guy.
For
But
shizzle.
yeah, man. So you said just go to Mediafire and do that? 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean,
here.
my upload's
just-
11. I get about an
Cool.
upload of 11. Is that
Oh,
fine?
you should be solid to upload this then. Just click on my little name box in the bottom right, and then I've got screen share up, so I mean it should show you what I'm doing.
Well, I clicked on it. It's got like profile, ignore, and the mute. So just go to your profile.
No, just click on the box. Like, you know how you can stick on one person's box?
Yeah.
Just go to mine and just click on it. I've got a web page up. Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just go to Mediafire. Just log in. It's just
I'm
your
gonna have
email.
to sign up because I
password.
never did any of that stuff.
I mean, one sec. I mean, it's literally and it's free. So
I use Firefox too. I don't like Google Chrome. Sometimes it
I like
actually-
yeah, I used
It's glitched for me on YouTube a lot. That's why I don't use it anymore.
One sec. Here we go.
If you want to,
And
just also send me the info on Twitter if you need any info, and I can help with that. But
For sure.
I'll
Yeah,
definitely
my-
have to.
You
My
basically
upload
just
speed is like a 2.
Hey, it's all good though.
that
dude.
ghetto life though.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I know some people that don't even have a 1, man. It's crazy. They don't even have a 1.
I can still stream at HD every once in a while, so depends on
Yeah.
the day.
Depends on the day, yeah.
But yeah,
Some
you just
days
go in.
is good, some days it's bad.
No, it's life, man. But anyways, yeah, you just go on here. You just hit upload
We're upgrading.
from computer,
And then just
And then
drag
you
one of those files
drag
there.
the file in right there.
Awesome.
And then it'll upload. And then just send me the link.
I'm not gonna edit it any. I'll let you do all that because I don't want to touch it, and I just want to leave it alone and let you do your thing because you still know how to use your editor probably better than I know how to use any editor. So, hey, I'm
Yeah.
learning though, man. But I'll just
Hey.
send the raw file then. Although it's gonna be a pretty big file, I'm assuming the thing's gonna be a good 16, 17 gigs probably. Probably more. than that, I
Oh,
don't
easy. I got that in half an hour.
know. Okay, man.
All right, cool guys. Well, this was Common Knowledge Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free
Be
to
sure to
follow us
check
all
out-
on Twitter. It is in the left side. I'm pretty sure that's where the template is. Check out each of us, and including Danny, our
Danny Dons,
our black sponsor, giving us a little bit of race tension. But
our foreign sponsor.
that'll be it for us, guys. Hope you enjoy. See you next time.
Later, guys.
Boom.
Later.